Hi. Okay, now it's unmuted. I got a new camera up there, and apparently I put it on top of the transition. That's real good. How's everyone doing? Welcome. Some good video quality camera right there hanging out in the middle, huh? How y'all doing? Welcome back to Metropolitan Grid. Maybe welcome to the Metropolitan Grid. My name is Andre. Thanks so much for tuning in. It is October. Stall for effect. 25th, he said, looking at no other source of information. Thanks for dropping by. How y'all doing? Yo, Sean, how's it going? Yo, I gotta mail you something. I've been a real piece of shit about that. Apologies. How you doing? Thanks for dropping by. Jason, hey Andre, can't stay, but happy streaming. Got assigned Exile for Attorney in a few weeks. Looking forward to seeing what you come up with. Oh, awesome. Glad that you got a cool organized tournament like that. That sounds like real fun. We're probably going to build the same Exile deck we've been building for a long time now, which I don't even know if it got better. It just got clone chip back, which seems pretty cool. Wayne, how are you doing? Awesome, Marc Andre. How you doing, man? How's everyone doing? It's getting cold here in Montreal. I'm pretty okay with that. Gotta put on the big warm layers. We got a new camera. Mind you, I got a capture card a while ago, which takes an HDMI input, and I've had this camera. This is actually the camera that the channel started with, which we used to film like tournament tables, and I realized I can plug it in and use it as a webcam. It's definitely too wide, but look how easy this is to fix. You got what I sent? I did, Sean. I did get it. Thank you. Appreciate that. I gotta send my stuff out too. I got a bunch of mail I gotta do. I don't know how mail works. I gotta go there, right? Good flannel weather. How's it going, Chris? It's exactly that. We're all the time in Canada. It's good flannel weather. We're gonna be playing some JNet tonight. Just checked. There's like 15 games going on, 14 games. That's okay. We'll find somebody. We might actually change the lighting in here because once we go to JNet, it gets a bit dark. That's the problem with this camera, huh? But we'll figure it out. And on the front page, we got an Australian Nationals winning Adam deck 2018. Deck took 28th to Worlds. That was probably top placing Adam. Don't quote me, but in a 50-player tournament, 3-1 plus an ID and then 3-0 in the cut, we got an Adam winning Australian Nationals. Huge shout out. Congrats to Frank Besad. It's a miserable name. And also on the other side, just to check out what they're playing. It looks like they're playing Matee. Infinite Jester, how's it going? Been sick today. Stream's a great pick me up. Hey, hope you're feeling better. Get a good cup of tea. Get some soup. Hopefully you're feeling all right soon. Glad you could drop by at least. Okay, so we're on Firefox, which we haven't learned better. I'm just going to hit the refresh button until it works. Woo! So, damn it. This is the Adam deck list. And Adam deck lists, a lot of them are the same basis, which is, you know, probably reasonable for somebody who has this many cards in faction, and we have 25 influence. So just looking at there's a couple things we want to identify from Adam decks. Firstly, how are they going to win? And secondly, what the breaker suite is. Because Adam did not come with any breakers, unlike all the other mini factions that came out in this in Data and Destiny. It looks like we're going for one copy of Emakua. That's a pretty good card. You want to run a lot. It's one of the best AIs in the game. We have Angolo, which is a really flexible card. One of the most expensive programs that people are playing, besides Femme Fatale, as a modern Netrunner. You have Ika, which is wild. This thing has to be reinstalled a fair bit if it gets trashed, but that's kind of cool. And then you have Paperclip, which is considered a good card. Now, these are all one-ofs, and generally we don't have that good draw in Adam. Sometimes you have pretty okay draw, but the best part is that we have 3 copies of Emergent Creativity, so we can find our stuff. Which means like we can throw out anything from our hand. Search your stack. Oh, it's only a stack. What happens if they throw out your Ika? You can't get it back, can you? Toby, how's it going? My buddy Rob's deck, top guy. Hey, yeah, congrats to your buddy. That's really cool. Other things we have. I don't think we have multi-access besides a single copy of Turning Wheel, and of course we have our directive that lets us access 2 cards, which is pretty clutch. We have a misdirection. Again, being tagged is really bad for Adam if we're relying on resources, as in our directives, to close the game off. And 3 copies of multi-threader might look like overkill, but the big thing is that you generally throw these away with Emergent Creativity to install your actual breakers. So having redundancy there isn't an issue. Same thing with RNG Key. It's a fantastic card when you see the top card of R&D before you access it. You can always gain 3 or draw 2. But you can always throw these out because you have multiple copies. This is real confusing to me. I don't know what this is about. You can play Nanotech for 1 influence. Why this? Another really cool thing is this card called Watch the World Burn, which is one of the cards designed. It was designed on day 1, excuse me, of the Netrunner Worlds this year. And if you read the text there, let me move my face real quick. If you read the text there, it is a terminal run, which is kind of wild. And then you run a card in a remote server. Instead of trashing it, you kind of remove it from the game, and then all other copies are removed from the game. Now, mind you, this is a terminal run, which is kind of hard to play a lot of times because then you're doing it blindly unless you go and check something and then come back. It's also 3 credits, which isn't that cheap, and it's also 1 influence. And I believe in the write-up, specifically, I believe Rob says that another copy of Emakuwa would probably have been better for the influence. Yeah. That being said, I've never tried this card, so I'm excited to do it. I haven't played any of the Magnum World cards besides. I think the only one I played is, what's it called? Tour Guide? Not Tour Guide. The Wayland Barrier. I keep thinking Passport. That's not right. But that's it. We also have a copy of Corporate Defector, which is kind of a cool card. This is always like 46th card syndrome for me. It's really cool to know what's in HQ, especially because Adam has HQ pressure, and lets you also make some good RNG calls, which is pretty cool with your RNG key. We also have ShadowNet, which is just kind of like a tech card. And this is a new Adam card that's really, really strong. Border Control. Thank you, Jester. Dumbreak, what's up? Angola is pretty good killer. Almost as good as Mongoose, except only once per turn. Yeah, that's the thing. Is I imagine we're going to be breaking sentries most of the time with Emakuwa. Again, a lot of sentries are lower strength. Now, there are some really big sentries that are going to be an issue. Things like Anansi are pretty popular. I guess if they trash their Anansi with an Eco on it, it's not that bad, but let's give this a shot. It's funny at this point in the day, or this point in Netrunner, excuse me, that people don't even go out of the way to talk about what, and I guess Frank didn't really do, or Rob didn't really do a write-up here, but they don't actually go out of the way to talk about what directives they pick. Largely, yeah, there you go, always. And that's largely the sentence that comes with Adam. Let me move my face again. Is that you always pick these currents, besides maybe 1 or 2 matchups, like really, really rush matchups, but that's it. The downside on ABR is too bad, and then there's no choice anymore with the directives, which is kind of unfortunate considering the directives were meant to be, or at least once the 4th directive came out, it was meant to give Adam a decision, but like the only time that you see ABR always be running is generally in deck lists as a 1 or 2 of, and we don't even have it, so we're gonna actually have to rely on Logic Bomb and or our breakers, which shouldn't be unreasonable. We also could have played DJ Fenris, which is a cool card in Adam. Maybe Watch the World Burn could have instead for 3 credits be a DJ Fenris, which lets us become things like Steve Cambridge so that we can like recur cards when we run HQ, which is really good with things like Liberated Counts, with Logic Bombs, with sure gambles, strikes, stuff like that's actually really strong too. So this 1 influence here, maybe is a bit suspect. Really good against controlling the message, really good against prison decks. But otherwise, yeah, we'll give it a shot, huh? This looks really cool. Congrats to Rob and everyone in Australian. Hey, what up, Martin? I only play Adam with ABR. More fun unless prison oppressive decks. Try the other way out. I actually think the other way out is a lot more fun. It lets you set up a couple turns. It lets you get your liberated accounts down. It lets you get cards out of your hand so that when you have 3 hand size, you want to go down to 2 cards on turn 1 so you get the free card draw. It's actually kind of cool. I dig it a fair bit. I also classically on this channel always pick ABR in places where we shouldn't pick ABR, and I get shit for it, and rightfully so, because it's not good. At least when I'm playing it. Adam, compulsive hacker. All right, so we don't do this enough on the show, but I have control over the lights in this room, and currently the camera's a bit warm. I think we're gonna play with some blue lights today. I definitely should wire this so that it actually responds to, that seems better. Responds to like JNet. That'd be really fun, wouldn't it? We're also like maybe 1 day away from this being a Halloween stream. I think we're going to do our post-Halloween stream next week and probably dig into some Igor again. For tonight, it seemed a bit too soon, as maybe poor taste as it doing after Halloween. That's not bad. Tokays, what's up? How you doing? This week is also, what is this window? I don't want this window. Yeah, is also TwitchCon. So, if you're at TwitchCon, have fun, I guess. I guess you're not watching this. I don't know. Hey, best of luck. Okay, so we're playing against the Outfit. Outfit definitely wants to get a lot of money. They're playing a 49 card deck. I generally look at this number, and you know, after they draw on, so okay, they're playing a 49 card deck. I got excited for a second. So they could play a rush deck, but one of the most important things in this matchup is keeping your money up, because they definitely want to bury us. A lot of times they want to get a credit advantage so they can bury us in tags. I have played against some weird outfit glacier decks, not a big fan of them, but we get to pick our 3 directives. Cheers. So the outfit came out in Rain and Reverie, and it's a 45-15, and it says gain 3 credits whenever you take at least 1 bad publicity. And not only is that really good with cards that already exist, if you're not familiar with Rain and Reverie, things like Hostile Takeover, but also they printed Too Big to Fail, a really strong economy card that you play to gain 10 credits, which is nuts. Matt Deception, what's up? Have you seen the Android RPG announcement? Yeah, actually, that's been going on for a while, Matt. I didn't play it, but at Worlds, even like a bunch of my friends who were there played it. And they had a lot of fun. It's on the Genesis system, which a bunch of their other stuff is on. We have to pick our directives here. I don't want to pick always be running. Again, if their pressure that to punish us is hard-hitting news, that means we have to make a run. So we're just going to not make a run unless we want to. And we want to mulligan into a hand that has a fair bit of money. Employee Strike is like medium good, but money and ways to find misdirection are really good. Breakers would also be really solid. This hand is not terrible. We could always play like Sure Gamble, Earthrise, Daily Casts, but then we wouldn't be starting with a lot of money. They kept. We do have Stimhack Logic Bomb to charge a remote. I feel like we can do a lot better than this, but we can also do worse. So I think we might just want to keep this. The problem is like if we do Gamble and install all this shit, like we're going to be at 2 credits. We'll start our next turn with 5. Maybe it'll be good. We really want to liberate in our opening. I always thought that would be a great setting for an RPG. Very excited about it. I think next week, actually, next stream, Pat is going to be here. He did play, Matt, he did play the RPG. They played like 3 or 4 hours of the RPG at Worlds. If you want to ask him more questions, I know they have a very heavy dice-based system that seems to be less, from my understanding, there was less binary things going on. It wasn't just like succeed, fail. There was like many different versions of success and fail. So that's kind of cool. All right, so they didn't do anything aggressive, which is huge for us. So I think we would just want to install all our 3 cards, gain a credit. That will mean with safety first, because we'll have less than 3 cards in hand, we'll get a free draw. Mind you, they're going to see everything we're drawing, which gives them some information. I'm glad we have our Stim Hack in pocket. The only problem with Earthrise is it's actually really bad when we have small hand size, but we can install a lot of these stuff. And like, I don't want to play this because it shows we have it. I'm just going to gain a credit, because if we want to interact with them, we want to have a lot of money. That's a really bad draw right there. This deck has Watch the World Burn. This deck does, which in this matchup might do something specifically against, they have their arms facilities, but that's largely it, and that's pretty bad. Okay, so if we want to run with our RNG key, we can actually gain 3 credits on the run, which is really good. I'm actually interested to do that. Might be a mistake. Again, if they hard-hitting news, we're fucked. And they might not look like they have a lot of money, but they can keep Too Big to Fail in their hand. So we want to hit Find the Truth to see the top card of R&D. It's a Reality 3D. Good. That's another card. If we move from the game, it's pretty good. And then we have to say a number on RNG key. We're going to guess a number, which has to be the play cost or install cost of the card we see, or play cost. So I'm going to guess 0 just to gain 3 credits. We're definitely not going to trash that. Now we're going to draw cards anyways. I think we just want to make sure we have enough money. These could be Reality 3Ds, which they res and gain 3 credits, right? That's wild. That's so good. Just gonna take money. We could have taken 1 fewer credit. Actually, that's probably better. Just so we install one of these. Like, as long as we have more than 8 credits, we can clear from hard-hitting news. How do you do that on JNet? I have no idea, Tokes. I've never played the card. I'm assuming it's something we can just kind of sneak out. Oh, looks like it's just an Atlas on the table. That's fine. That's okay. Just an Atlas. It's fine. Around 4 credits. I played the Sprawl. That was a fun cyberpunk RPG, not as focused on dice rolls. Who makes the Sprawl, Martin? So they still leave R&D open, which is really good for us. I don't know what this is. Baby is good. Let's run R&D first and then see how our turn goes, because we get some information and we can get credits or cards based off what we want. Find the Truth always first. It's an Enigma. Okay, so we have breakers for that. We're going to guess 3 because we know it is 3. And we can actually poke HQ here. Like, worst case, this could be an Archer. They forfeit that. That's really bad for them. Hortum, they go down to 1 credit. Data Raven ends the run. Icewall ends the run. So it's an Enigma. Okay, we lose a click. That's fine. They're on 1 credit. We have to throw something out here. Now, things like Enigma, accessing when we have fewer clicks left is really bad if they run things like Prisec, like traps, which is not great. I don't think we're going to be drawing anytime soon with the baby, so I think we're just going to throw the Logic Bomb down and then just toss an Earthrise. We'll still get 2 cards at the next turn, and we're going to have way more money than them. Again, they could easily have too big to fail in their hand, and I think this is a point in the game where we'd consider trashing it if we accessed it. So that's an Enigma. Even if they click for 2 credits, it's fine for us. Yeah, there you go. Too big to fail. We got a bad pub. And they got 10 credit, which is nuts. Sprawl's Hamish Cameron, independent game designer. Bits is powered by the Apocalypse game. Great game. Not sure who made it. One of my mates had it. I think it was a Kickstarter. So Sean in Twitch, Martin says it's by Hamish Cameron. Cool. All right, so this gives us our misdirection. We don't have to throw a card out with that, which is really good. And we can always play this and then misdirection the same turn. We're pretty sure what this is. We really want a breaker, though. That's the issue. I think we'll run HQ last click. I think we can just set up. We're pretty sure this is the thing that gives us a bad pub. Which we'll play this so that they can't res and get the bad pub. And we want to get a free card draw, so I don't want to actually manually draw. We can run R&D last click. And if they res it, like if they res the Enigma here, we don't lose a click and they spend 3. So whatever. They're paying 3 cards for an end to run. That's a good time to run that. And the multi-threader means that we can Emergent Creativity out our Angolo for real cheap. It's not bits. Tanuki, what's up? I played a demo of the L5R RPG. Same system, I believe, seems decent. Dice rolls were about degrees of success. Probably needs an experienced GM to interpret results in a narrative. That's what I think. I think all the FFG games are running off of the same system. All right. So, can't get through that. We have more money than them. If we draw, we gain a credit. We want to way through this. We have another Emergent Creativity, so we can always Emergent Creativity. And with Bad Pub, we break this for... I think we want to just pressure R&D. So we're going to throw this out. We're going to call Angolo. And now we can run R&D last click. And we break this for our 1 Bad Pub, because we only break 1 subroutine. And then we can gain 3 credits or draw cards. We want to gain 3 credits here. This is really bad if we hit a snare last click. That's the only issue. It's an economic warfare. Okay, that definitely means that they're going to hard-hitting use us, but basically gaining 3 credits here means we reversed hard-hitting. We basically canceled this thing out. Cool, we drew a gamble. Pretty good. Paragon Kiwi, most places, including Twitch. Oh, the person's on Twitch. Super cool. So they need to really deal with this because we're going to always access the top card of R&D for 3 credits for free. And we can actually run different servers to see if we need to run R&D. Like we can run archives just to see the top of the deck. Triple Logic Bomb, yeah, right? Like it's going to be hard for them to rush in a remote because we have Triple Logic Bomb as much as... I guess you can use all of them in a turn. But so it's going to come down to the economic war. Luckily, we actually have a pretty strong economy. Jellyhead, what's up? Ah, outfit. I was really excited when that ID came out. Now I find it far too narrow. I haven't experimented enough with it. Oh, fuck. Holy shit. So, are they trying to punitive us? This is why you need the world to burn card here. Okay, so if we hit this, we take 4 meat damage. Luckily, we can run R&D to draw a card, draw 2 cards, which I think we'll start with that. Okay, first we'll click. First we'll run R&D. So we're going to pay 2 credits, 1 real credit, and then we're going to find the truth and do all that, see the top card. If we hit an agenda, it's really bad for us. Because if they are on punitive, it's a lot harder. Okay, vanilla, that's really bad. We can't. Okay, it's expensive for us to deal with vanilla. So we can draw 2 cards here. Okay. Now, I think we want to draw once, play gamble, run this. Because if we draw once, it's like clicking for a credit. Oh, fuck. The misdirection's so good, though. The thing is, if they score this... I don't think we need the gamble. If they score this, they can Audacity out the last Atlas and win. So this is going to do 4 damage to us. We lost the misdirection. We have no way of getting that back. Punitive will do a lot of damage. It'll do lethal 3 damage. So luckily we'll draw to 3, so I don't think it actually matters. If they have double punitive... Like, if they play economic, we're on 11, so I think even then we're fine. Okay, we just gotta make sure we don't get hard-hitting news, so I think we're just gonna play gamble. If they have like 3 neural EMPs, we die, but that's super unlikely. So logic bomb this. What's up, Ransom? Yeah, in terms of the like narrowness of this ability, I don't think it's too narrow. I've played a different, like I've played acid spam, which is super weird. Oh fuck. Okay. We need Amakua. Because Hunter Seeker just trashed her only Angolo. That's real bad. So we have no way of getting through this now. Strike also stays on. We have way more money than them. Again, they can always too big to fail up, so we have to play around that. That was actually a reason why we should have played the gamble there. We have a creativity, so I think we can creativity for I don't think we have to do it now, but we can creativity for Amakua and start pounding accesses. If we do it now, there's not much we can do with it. I want to get the brain chip down so that we can have a bigger hand size, just so we make sure the draw is good. That's really good too. We didn't run, so they can't economic warfare us or do anything really bad. So I think we'll play that. See how it goes. Yeah, Hunter Seeker's not bad. And next turn we can go get our Amakua and start dirty laundering archives, and we need 2 strength to get through this. We know they have a vanilla in hand, but again, we actually could have just logic bombed through that. I don't think we're gonna need all 3 logic bombs for that long. And if they're rushing in a remote, we can always just logic bomb it. And we want to get the next agenda before they. The only problem with logic bomb is really bad when we see the top of the deck. We'll run this last click. If it's a prize deck, it's really bad. I just want to access the next agenda to put us on game point before we put that on Amakua, because if we lose our Amakua, the Hunter Seeker, we have to entirely go on logic bombs. I don't mind poking this. Like, there's not that much that's bad. If they res a vanilla, we'll just jack out, do something, and then run it again. Yeah, that's fine. I don't want to lose 2 clicks here. We'll logic bomb it. So we just broke it or bypassed? I forget. Bypass. So Anansi's gonna be an issue. I don't think it's an agenda. City Works project on top of the deck. Fuck. No, that's fine. We don't want to trash that. Oh, we have to. Oh, piss. We've been playing that wrong the whole game. Oh, I need to trash that. Yeah, that fired on R&D once. We should have trashed that. Oh, that's really bad. My bad. Yo, Chris, how's it going? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to you too. Worth 1 bomb for double access on HQ and the DL money? It could be. The thing is, I know that there's an agenda now, so we're going to do it next turn for sure. How's it going, Jim? Thanks for being honest. I think I forgot it already. Yeah, I thought that was automated. All right, so we know we have an agenda in hand, and we have multi-access. If they install on the table, installs face up, which is really easy for us to deal with. So I think we're definitely going to dirty laundry HQ. Just logic bomb it again. I don't want to lose our Amakua to Hunter Seeker, because then we're locked out. I think with 3 logic bombs, them trying to score behind a vanilla is like not worth checking. Yo, Zero, how's it going? It's going okay. Got a new camera. Looks okay. I don't even know if you can tell. All right, so we did run, and we did lose 5 credits, so they could economic warfare us here and hit us with a hard-hitting news. It's going to be most of their money, too. Now, they are pretty good at recovering when it comes to things like too big to fail, so we're probably just going to clear all the tags. They still have to spend a fair bit here on the trace, so it's not the worst. Specs, what's up? I blame the stream for not keeping Andre more honest. Yeah, right? This is all your fault. You fucked this up. Yeah, right? Like, they go down to 2, and again, too big to fail lets them bounce back, so we can just clear all 4 tags. We're still going to get clickless card draw, which is really good during it. We can always like click for 4s after this, so we can remove all the tags. And a lot of other matchups you can keep. Very good. Okay, we're keeping 1 tag. They have no money. Okay, hold on. Thinking. Of course. Okay, so this is Zealous Judge. And this card is always Spags. Probably knows a bit about this card, huh? So this is interesting because they can click to give us a tag. Right, so they can click to give us a tag. And then they have to do something with it. They have no money. So I'm not interested. Like, they could always credit. They can always, like, do credit, trash one of our cards next turn. So I'm not worried about this Zealous Judge. If they do credit, they can at most give us one tag. And they don't have enough money to boom us. So I don't think we have to trash the Zealous Judge. As much as we do trash it for one credit. Actually, we probably should just trash it right now. Because if they ice it up, it's pretty rough. Yeah, too big to fail. Oh, Chris, you're right. If they do too big to fail, they can hit it once and boom us if they have all three of those cards in hand. And we know one of their cards in hand. I think we probably just say fuck it and Dirty Laundry HQ. Because if we hit the too big to fail, we can't trash it. We get 3 points. Yeah, I'll just say we just say fuck it. Jazz, thanks and gentlemen. Here's his at start of turn. I don't think we have to deal with this. We easily could. The thing is, like, we don't need a pressure HQ anyways. I just don't want to lose that Liberated. Like, that's the worst part. Boom is a double. There's no way you die next turn. How's it going, Celestial Spark? We could with high profile target. No, we're going to have a lot of cards in hand. Nah, fuck it. They can hit that all they want. Let's go. How's it going, by the way? Yeah, you're right. Boom won't work. Let's look at the top. It's a nice wall. It's good, I guess. Fire Energy Key. We're going to call 5, considering we knew there's an agenda there. I think it's the only card we know. Fuck me. That's bad. Can't trash it. Got the agenda, though. Okay. Now, this is actually doing work. This has prevented them a fair bit of money. Uh-oh. Okay, so what are they going to do? They're obviously going to too big to fail, which gives us more bad pub. We're on 2, and they can start trashing things. So we lost the Liberated account for sure. They had another hard-hitting news? That was the other card? Fuck off. Holy shit. Okay. They have to boost that. Sure. Holy shit, that was the other card. Oh, that's so bad. Tell how's it going? Kara, how are you doing? Double news is sad. Yeah, it's bad. The problem is that, like, we can't get enough accesses. Like, if we had our breaker, that would be fine. We just, like, hammer the top of R&D. So they boosted 2 extra. So they have 0 credits. We have 5 tags. So to kill us, that's the thing is, like, we're actually pretty hard to kill because our hand size can go up to 9. Which is pretty good. We're going to lose all our resources, in theory. I don't think it's that bad. Oofa doofa. I think we just try and win. We know it's an ice wall, so we can always run HQ in theory and call 1. Seems bad. Man, okay, if we had a misdirection in our deck, this would be so easy to recover from, abstractly. Okay, so let's talk about our plays. So we can always, like, Emergent Creativity for an Amakua and then just start powering it up, which is pretty good. We can do credit, install this, hit it twice. If they top deck either a consulting visit or a high profile target, we're fine. Actually, no, if they top deck a high profile target, we lose the game. Because we'll have 6 cards in hand and 5 tags. So we can go down to 3 tags. Are we going to push it or are we going to go fast? Misdirection's in the bin. We lost it. We lost it to damage. So we have 2 options here. Like, we can try and win off singles off the top, and they're running 3-pointers. They probably don't have that many agendas in their deck. Or we can, like, credit, install this, hit it, remove 1 tag, putting us at 4 tags. It'll put us at, still if they top deck it, we lose. I think that's our best play, though. But instead of credit, we draw. Because that's, I don't, great. And we install this. They'll be at 6 damage. Okay, if they top deck it, we lose. If they specifically top deck a high profile target, we lose because they can do credit, play it. Yeah, they've been working out. They're doing the most work I've seen them do against Outfit. Been look at R&D with Find the Truth. We could. The thing is, like, if we bin look our this play, if we run archives to see what's on top of R&D, or run like anything to see the top of R&D, I guess archives makes the most sense. We still can't clear enough tags, so I don't think that matters. So we can either clear a tag to put us on 4, which means we still die, or we can just take more money. I'll just take more money. If they top deck it, we lose. Yeah, consulting they can't afford, exactly. Judge is still alive, though. It's fine. They have no credits. Like, see, this is all they do. So nice to you, Andre, to play Adam the one time forever I managed to watch the stream. How's it going, Nick? Welcome. Get that turtle cooking? Yeah, it's probably not bad. Good mobsters are hard to find these days. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, they're redoing the turn. What are they doing? You want to trash our stuff? Spags wants the aggressive play. I don't know. I think we need to clear our tags and then they have no hard-hitting muses. I think they want to trash Logic Bomb at some point and find the truth. This is always interesting, though. I guess we can always run archives to see what's on top of R&D and like try and win. We know one card in HQ, so we have a 50-50 on our rung key. But if we see on top of our, like if we see an agenda on R&D, considering server 3, assuming it's not like a specifically an executive bootcamp, which wouldn't be ridiculous in this deck. Executive bootcamp could be reasonable considering they're going for these sort of acid combos. They also might be on dedicated response team. We lost or liberated, fine. Okay, so now we just have to clear 2 tags. Yeah, we just got to clear 2 tags. That's really good. We'll go archives. There's a chance we win here. There's a chance we see the top of R&D and win. With 6 agendas, I'm a coup and go ham. It's a possibility, but I think we can just clear the tags and not have to worry about that. That's on top. So they didn't draw an HPT because that would have been lethal. So we need to make sure that we clear 2 of the tags. And in the bin is an Econ Warfare. And they do have a dedication. Okay, so just in time, my friends. They could value HPT us. They could get credit HPT. Oh, fuck. Actually, now we have to deal with the Zealous Judge. Luckily, we can trash the Zealous Judge for free. I think they should trash Find the Truth. Or Logic Bomb. Either is fine. Logic Bomb's probably better. Uh-oh, it's correct. No, value! They went for value! Fuck yeah! I love that. So luckily, our paperclip's in the bin, but we lost our emerging creativity, so access to Amaku is in the bottom 15. That's it. I like that play. They put our paperclip in the bin, though, so this vanilla is not so good. They're also back down on 0 credits. So, like, we can always run archives. We can always draw first to see what we want. Dirty Laundry archives seems good. Oh, wait, hold on. No. This is bad. Well, because we have to consider how many cards in hand. Because, again, if they top deck, we need to be able to draw up enough. Because if they top deck another HPT, we're fucked. Yeah, we're fucked if they top deck another HPT. Because currently they can do 6 damage. So I think we're going to do... I think we're going to Dirty Laundry this. And then clear 2 tags, putting us on 1 tag. Which is pretty safe. Because we'll be at 2 cards. Yeah, okay. You could just clear all we could. Yeah, we probably could. We could just probably sit back and clear all. But then we have to deal with this. They don't have money, luckily. Maybe one of these is too big to fail. I really doubt it. We trash this for free. We remove 2 tags. Let's go. Hey, Andre, happy Thursday. Looks like we're on Australian Adam and whiskey. That is totally right. We got like small batch Canadian club 12-year-old whiskey. It's a bit too, it's like, tastes like butterscotch. It's not great. It's too sugary. How's it going, by the way? Uh-oh, is correct again. Oh, shit. Okay. So we don't know what they just drew. Yo, Steven, it has been a while. How you doing? Good thing they don't have 5 clicks this turn. Yikes. Okay, we're still good. We still have this. They need to trash this. They need to trash one of these because they're really strong together. And we need to find our Makua. Now, the thing is, like, they still are going to have a hard time trying to score. Like, that's still legitimately difficult. Oh, my bud. My bud. We're not respecting credits anymore. That might be wrong. A Hortum. That is something we can't break if they dedicate it, and we know they have dedication in their deck. I'm going to go ahead and remove a tag, just protect our resources. We are somewhat weak to hard-hitting news. Somewhat? Oh, I switched to bourbon. I do like bourbon a fair bit. I just don't got any. Also, Jacob Gray, how's it going? Welcome. What's in the remote, Rain? I'm pretty confident that it is another copy of Reality 3D. Could be another Zealous, though, but not an agenda. Living that non-Netrunner life. Hey, that's probably still a good life. We get Bullet Bourbon around here. Bullet's pretty good. Oh, click to 5. Oof. Woof. All right, well, we got our combo. They probably wanted to trash Find the Truth because now we have a combo like running. So I'm going to draw once. Gives us credit. We can run Archives. Then we can see what's on top, win, maybe. We can consider running HQ too for a double. Consulting Visit, always kind of scary. So we can always run here to make sure we gain 3 credits. Or we can run HQ and try and like... The problem is if we do in hand hit another copy of Reality 3D, we're going to look like pretty dumb. So I'm just going to run R&D for the Consulting Visit to gain 3. Because they're like just at the point where they can hit us with another hard-hitting news. Actually, no, we have way too much money. I guess if they have a too big to fail. Consulting to too big to fail isn't even terrible. It's a lot worse with Employee Strike on. They might think that they lose here. Consulting Visit is 2, he says very confidently. The game continues. We'll send you some 4 roses. Hey, cheers. Only one HN left. Yeah, for sure. Only one left. They can consult it. It's pretty bad. This looks like it's probably the Hortum. They might want to spend time advancing. The thing is, like, we always logic bomb it, so I don't know how they do at this point. Yo, so that Spire's great, man. Steven, you know that was made by a Netrunner dude, right? Might be something like Sandberg that wouldn't worth be showing up. Yeah, Sandberg is interesting, right? Because this deck would have a lot of money, but specifically, it's like it's the kind of card that we access and trash for 2 credits. So I don't know. A lot of this ice seems more rushed than like good with Sandberg. Sandberg ice generally has like trash programs on it or things that are really nasty, but like a big end to run, medium value. In theory, this is dangerous. In theory, we should be running Archives just because if we do hit this like lose 6 card, we're gonna look dumb. We also have no multi-access, so drawing first doesn't actually do anything. I think we played all 3 laundries. Oh, we got it. Ooh, that was a good game. Hey, good game. The mob almost got us. Dang. Too bad Bub could let you smash R&D repeatedly. Yeah, exactly. Like, we're going to get in for free. That's the problem with these sort of decks is the outfit. If you the longer the game goes, the more likely you are to lose. Unless there's like ridiculous trades of credits. Indesirable how much work that strike did. Yeah, right? There's a 3D on the table, right? Well played. This did win Nationals. Yeah, Jacob, this won Australian Nationals, this Adam deck. It's wild. Okay, so it's a Reality 3D on table here, which they didn't want to res. Because Reality 3D, one of the cool things in the outfit is that when you res it, they get a bad publicity. So they res it for 3 credits, and then it gives them 1 to 2 credits a turn. And there was a bunch of turns that we were tagged. They actually could have considered resing it. Yeah, I just noticed that too. Might have been a big deal. That's actually really cool, right? Reminder that running Archives acts as a card with a trash cost. Oh, fuck. That's probably why I didn't auto trash. I'd have to look at it, but there's a chance that we didn't auto trash in that remote because we already ran Archives. You're totally right. I don't think I said thanks for the game and they left. Syncopate, what's up? Where does this list come from? It's the front page of Netrunner DB. It was a Adam winning Australian Nationals winning Adam list. You can find it right on the front. I was expecting some Exile action from the stream title, but Adam will do. We're going to get there. Also, how's it going, Unstoppable? We're definitely going to be building some Exile. We're just going to give this another run because these games are actually... Adam's fun to play, and Nick is in chat, so... Give the people what they want. How are you doing, by the way? My name is Andre. This is Metropole Grid. I gotta move my camera. We got a new camera today. Oh, you're probably thinking, what's the splash look like? Oh, it looks like this. Yeah, that's good, huh? Thanks for dropping by. Andre's right. Archives is a good trick for Adam. Yeah, it's the same for Edward Kim. Anybody who says something like this, it says that whenever you the first time you access a card with a trash cost, you must trash it. If you run into archives first and access a card with trash cost, it cancels it out on centrals and remotes. That's really powerful and important with Edward Kim. A lot of people will play Edward Kim, who says the first time you hit operation, you trash it with his racist hammer, and then that's a problem if you're playing against like a CTM deck, a controlling the message deck, and they score one of these, because then you're running centrals and getting tags. And if you did rebirth preemptively, or you're just playing Edward Kim, rebirthing it to Edward Kim against controlling the message seems largely like a mistake. But if you are Edward Kim against controlling the message or NBN and they score this, try and run archives first, maybe. Do you have any spoilers about System Core? Light spoilers. Fuck, they're gonna have assets. They're gonna have assets. I was actually looking. There's a couple NBN and there was a couple NEH decks that do really well. Australian Nationals too. I don't want this card because they probably have a lot of trashables. I'm not gonna play this one, right? Is it racist? Pirates are not racist. Just kidding. He's a monster. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's bigotry still. Okay, look, they're going to be running a lot of assets, and I don't want to spend all our money trashing their shitty assets. I don't want to play this one, which means we have to play ABR. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Chat, help. I don't think so. We have to run every turn. ABR makes you vulnerable to HHN. Yeah, but so does this, though. Like, if we run a remote server and find a Jeeves and we have to trash it for 5, like, we're also still fucked. I guess we just don't run a lot, and hopefully we mulligan into a better hand than this. Like, we want to mulligan into Liberated, maybe. I think you're wrong. Okay, so we're doing the right thing? Did we do the right thing? This hand's garbage. Well, Amaku is really good. Amaku is also kind of backwards about this ability, because he acts and trash things. Turn 1 HQI is good. Against NVN, could be, because they do draw a lot. Turn 1 RNG key, though, huh? APR is basically always a mistake. All right, cool. Okay, chat. We're off of it. We'll be okay. I guess we're gonna slam HQ. We're gonna spend so many fucking credits. Okay. I'm pretty sure we have to install daily casts before accessing, which feels bad. Like, one of these is an AR enhanced security, and we're just gonna get absolutely stoned. I'm pretty sure, though, a lot of the NEH decks don't run hard-hitting news. They just, like, run tempo stuff. Like, one of these is going to be Rashida. We'll check 2 of them. Do the archives trick. But there's nothing in here to access, so we can't do the archives trick. Like, there needs to be a card with a trash cost. Yeah, you see? This is what's happening. Mumbet Virtual Tour. Found it. Oh, damn, we're so fucking good. How do we get so good at this game? Gotta find the Rashida, though. Trick is to get tagged and politely ask your opponent to please splash Nat and nothing else. Yeah, right? Oh my god, no! Stop it! Oh no! Oh, we got an RG key in there. Okay, so they are on Psychic Field Prisec. So there's Prisecs in this deck. The thing is, if we spend 0, we have to trash the Prisec. Oh, yeah, we do. I'm going to bet 1. Oh, thank God. They should have spent 0 there. We were definite to spend 1 because we don't want to trash the Prisec. If we hit us now, if they had what's it called? A Prisec, they would have put it on the Psychic Field. So I'm pretty sure this is a Rashida. It's a DRT. They're playing hard-hitting news, aren't they? Oh, this sucks. This is real bad. I don't like the employee strike. Oh, this is gonna be a fun matchup. Oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez. Welcome to the lounge. Hey, yeah, right? Also, how's it going, Storm? Oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez. Everything about this game is bad. Yeah, so this is a cool combo, right? If you hit Psychic Field while you're tagged, this kills you. Oh, hedge fund into hard-hitting news, right? Whoa! We're still in it, y'all. Let's go access a card from R&D we have to trash, unfortunately. We actually probably want to trash this at some point. HQ. What are we playing here? 15 minutes? Okay. They're probably on 3-pointers. I don't think they actually want to score. So, okay, whoa, we can talk about this. They might be on Data Raven. Yeah, Data Raven makes a lot of sense. So 4 seems good. 4 is also hard-hitting news. There's hard-hitting news 3. It's like I've never played this game before. 3, fuck. Yeah, right, it's Trace 4. They would have hard-hitting news and stuff if they have it. There's not a lot of other good things at 4. Two, there's not a lot of 2. Like IP blocks at 2. 0 has a lot, like resistor, exchange. Agendas are a 3 though. Oh. Oh, we knew they had a Mumbad, of course. Well, that's bad. We just gave him a lot of credits. We're on game point. Seems good. Yeah, you just click for credits. The thing is that we saw the gen on top of the deck, we win. Like, we just jam this and run. We can still win. Clugging up to 5 actually might have been wrong, because now we have a hit MVT, we have to trash it. But I guess we're going to get 2 anyways from cast, so I don't know. That's an MVT, don't touch that. Never touch that. Huh? Hopefully we win. Oh my lord. Good old yellow vomit. Oh, it's worse than that. Oh, it's so bad for us. This is like really important fires. Ah, oh, there's a 0. That makes sense. Oh, there's a 15 minutes here, isn't there? One of these is 15 minutes. Oh, fuck it. Let's find it. Is that Spags deck? Not exactly. Oh, wait, we win. We win the game. We have won the Netrunner game. We win this one. Woo! That was going to get bad. Holy shit. That was not good for them. They got flooded. Oh my god, I don't feel sympathy for them. That was going to get real rough, real bad, real fast. No hard-hitting news. That was good. Okay. Don't have to touch that again. Ouch. Yeah. You have a strong scoring plan? Or are you just burying them? Yeah, if they're all just on DBS, like sometimes it's like you see that in CTM too, that it can kind of shit the bed. The thing though, more with NEH is like it forces you to draw. So if you have a bad draw, your draw just gets worse. Damn, we're good. Yeah, Chris. Hell yeah. Bury never advance. Cool. Oh man, that was gonna get real rude. I'm glad we don't have to do that. Let's do another one though. That one only took like 5 minutes. I'm really surprised that Psychic Field that they paid 1, considering if we weren't going to pay 0. We probably should have paid 2. Because there's no way we pay 0. Maybe they think we paid 2. Man, that was going to be a real mean deck. How do you beat that sort of deck? Play Valencia. You know, like legitimately, if you have like bad pub, if they have like 3 econ cards probably in their deck, like 3 hedge funds. If you can get a bad pub, 2 bad pub on turn 1 by playing Mining Accident, you can really trash everything. The worst is just Psychic Field. Just get some money, start trashing everything. It's probably less punishment than CTM, but it's probably a bit faster, so I don't know. Yeah, we are. Buffalo, you're right. This is the front page Australian Nats deck. We didn't even make any changes. I think we could easily have taken out. That was like the sort of matchup where Watch the World Burn is actually a good card, but we haven't drawn it in 2 games so far. But that's the idea at least. Maybe we'll get another game in. And we're gonna play some Exile. And by play some Exile, that's the problem with Exile. Maybe there's only so many cards that you can install from your heap, and ideally Exile did get better with Clone Chip coming off the lists, but it's probably gonna be very similar to the Exile decks that we classically play on this channel, which are actually still a lot of fun. And like they have a lot of like branching paths of play. They're because you have to choose what to install, what to trash, what to install and host. They're actually really fun to play. Very fond of them. I'm excited to put that together and just add 3 clone chips in it and then play Pawn Shop and play. I think the list was MK Ultra, Black Orchestra, and Paperclip, but maybe you only need 2 of those and then you can send some influence. But I just don't know what you spend influence on. It's going to be an interesting thing to figure out. After this, we'll talk about some news. There's some cool Nisei stuff. They've been communicating real heavily the last couple days. Again, Monday was the last Netrunner day ever in terms of like official Android Netrunner. Here on Fantasy Flight Games, it's a ghost town. What the fuck is this? Hell no. Did I go to the wrong website? What was that? Yikes. But yeah, if you go to products and you go to Android universe, Netrunner's no longer on here. I don't know if our old articles are still up. That's worth searching. What's like a name of a Netrunner pack? The news pages are technically still up. But yeah, you can't find it. So this stuff still exists here, but like it's not routed anywhere. Like you can't find it on any page besides maybe the news page. Maybe not even that. Huh. Weird. Devil and the Dragon. Yeah. Those ones I remember the names of the best, latest ones. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, it's not on there anymore, so that's kind of wild, right? 25 games was 15 games like 10 minutes ago. Or, sorry, that's the 10 game difference. It was 50 minutes maybe like an hour ago. So that's pretty good. Yeah, and Asmodee is having a sale, which I skipped through. Maybe you care about that. I think for Canada, it doesn't matter because the shipping is just shit. But they do have a holiday sale. I don't think they're selling any Netrunner products, but if you care about other stuff, they legally can't sell Netrunner products, mind you. But for other stuff, yeah, maybe you want to go play some L5R or just Asmodee in general. That's a lot of board games. Hey. Best of luck. Have fun. Oh, some cool Android stuff. Well, of course. Yeah. If you haven't tried also the Android universe game New Angelus, it's like a pseudo hidden roles cooperative competitive game. It's, I think, heavily based off of the old Battlestar Galactica game. I own it. I haven't played it enough, but it's real good. Got New Angelus in the Reina novella. Oh yeah, there you go, Solomon. New Angelus is pretty solid. This is Jinteki Personal Evolution. They want to kill us. They want to kill us dead. I think I'm gonna get the one that lets us see their traps, which is definitely good. Multi-axis on HQ is actually pretty scary, but like we're gonna be brave about it. And 3 cards in hand. That's actually really bad. Let's see how bad that could possibly be. Like, do we die sometimes to just Ronin? I don't know. That's what we wanted. This is exactly what we wanted in our opening. Get the brain chip down. Hopefully our hand size is 12, and we don't ever hit a Komainu, because if we hit a Komainu, it's going to be terrible. This hand's really good. You generally don't play Stim Hack in this matchup, but like, New Angels was 15 USD. Whoa. Yo, check that out. No, that's great. New Angels is definitely worth 15 bucks. Turn 1 Mushin. And Ice. Oh, man. Absolutely asking for the... What is that, a Jumon? Obakata? It's a Ronin? It's scary. It looks like we died a snare here, but we technically don't. Run it? Heavens no. Need a braver person. Okay, so we can't steal it. Actually, we could steal it. But then we end with 1 card in hand, and if this is a show of force, we die. We're just going to take the money. No, they have an notebook. Wait, does that not fire? Oh, we did. So we're going to drop to 3. Oh, that's kind of scary. That would have been great, though, because our hand size would become really big. But if this is a show of force, it does 3 damage, and then if we steal the Obokata, we die. You die if you steal? Well, it depends. If we hit RNG key to draw 2, we're fine. This actually could be a Ronin. If they're playing Mushin, it means they're playing advanceable traps. So the best place to put pressure on is generally central servers, because you can find the traps before they find you. Well, that's really good. I'm going to draw 2 cards here, because it's going to also boost our hand size. And we take 1 for damage. Oh, Obokata's 4 damage. Yeah, we would have died. Yeah, seems important. I was doing 3+1. That's good. You also want in these matchups, you know, your cards matter because there's hit points in the matchup. So you want to play as few cards as possible. So the question is having this card better than having 5 credits? And it might just be, considering that they don't seem to have a lot of ice. I also don't love checking this. We know there's an Obokata somewhere. These could be, I don't know what these could be, but they're running like real big agendas. Symmetrical Visage gets it probably gets more than 5 credits worth of value. It probably does. They also could be on Bioethics. Bioethics, like what? Bioethics into Show of Force. That's 4 damage. I think the baby will do a bit better. Hey. Oh, Turning Wheel's kind of risky. We could lose it to damage right here if they score a 3-1 off the table. Not a lot of the 3-1s are bad. Like, if they remove from game, it's fine. A House of Knives would be the worst, but feeling pretty comfortable. We know where 5 points are in the game. Maybe server 1's a Philotic. Oh, that'd be really cool. I just don't know if you play Philotic when you play 5 3s and 4 2s, but yeah, you could be the early Philotic. Looks like it's just another Obokata. Oh, an SSL even. Wow. So we're going to run HQ. If they install a card here, it's pretty good for us because they don't have the 4 credits to fire Snare. And now they do have the 4 credits to Snare. So we know that they're in here. There's probably, if they have it good, it's Obokata and into, Obokata and Snare, which if we hit in the wrong order, we die. So we can't really pressure that. We probably want to actually install this. We're going to have 1 in the deck. Fuck. We have enough money. I'm going to draw 2 cards. I'm going to run HQ. Get a double axis. Trickle Light. Oh, interesting. And there's a Snare, which they can fire it. We have a click to remove the tag. And now they're at 0 credits, which means we can generally check anything at 0 credits. The only trap, we have to trash it, which is pretty cool. We definitely want to remove the tag because the trash is Find the Truth, which is insane in this matchup. And we're going to drop to 3 cards. And actually, we probably can get away with just Amakua. We are weak to Swordsman, but it gives us some way to get through Kumainu. So actually, what's it called could be on the table. Oh, they get 3 credits off the top of this. Fuck, never mind. I've stolen at least 3 Obos from P on 4 cards. Yikes. I can't judge. You're going to have to call the judge, though. Heyo. So we died to Snare. If we install Amakua first, we'll draw once. So we die here to Snare plus Snare. Specifically, if we hit both Snare and then like Breach Dome, we die. Even Snare into Agenda, we die. If it's not the Obokata, because we can't not steal it. So hopefully we don't. Shipment from Tenon. Alright, so we want to run every turn. We know the Obokata is probably here. Could be on the table, but I'll give it a shot here. We also know there's a Trickle Light here. There you go. Neural. Good to know. I think the Obokata's on the table. The thing is they have the Neural, so if we hit Psychic Field last click, we technically don't lose the game. But we can't steal the Obokata on the table anyways. We couldn't even steal the Obokata there. I guess if we had that 5 fired, we could have. Yo, Ludmil, how's it going? It's going well. We've been playing some Adam. We've been having some pretty fun games. We're going to be building some Exile. How are you doing? Thanks for dropping by. We can poke again. I don't really see the point. They're having a fair bit of credits. Could we possibly speed it up? Oh, sorry. It's easy to die in this one. I've never had someone ask that to me, but I do take some time. Did we draw this turn? No, I don't think we did. We're going to draw and get a credit. Oh, we did draw. That's a mistake then. Actually, not really. Oh, not with this deck. Okay. Well, that's not great. I'm here for 50 minutes. How much game can you cram in? Apparently we're not playing fast enough, so I don't know. So we know they have a Mushin. We didn't see anything in their hand that they could Mushin. Again, the Obokata might be somewhere. If it's on the table already. There's a small chance, considering we've seen Obokata and SSL, that they could be on a punitive version of a deck. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's really bad. Oh, that's rough. Oh, man. I'm well, bedtime while I wait for my sleeping pill to roll over. Got to catch a stream while it's live. Hey, glad you can make it. Hopefully you're sleeping all right. I wouldn't worry. Go faster is exactly the sort of thing a kill deck pilot would say, right? Yeah. It's the Spider-Man approach. You got to goad them into that sort of shit. I think this is the Obokata. Like, I don't think money matters. Enigma on the top. That's the Obokata. This will do 5 damage, so we can draw twice. They know everything we're drawing, by the way, and we're technically on game point as well. Now, if we don't run, they can always like brain trust out and win. So things are being close. And Earthrise would actually be pretty good here. I'm not that worried about keeping cards anymore. We haven't seen any Kakugos, but more importantly, they seem to be on game point and actually are scoring fast. So we need to close the game out. Pretty sure this could be an Enigma. 7 credits, there's not a lot of scarier ice. If they're on 8 credits, it could be both DNA or an Ansei. So I think we're going to poke Archives. Hopefully no Breach Dome. And run here. Big chance of Breach Dome here. Philotic on top. Okay, interesting. So if we top deck a Logic Bomb, we can't get in, but that's the winning Philotic. So I think if it's a Miraju, it's bad. There's not a lot of 3-strength under runs. Like, it could be Wall of Static. That's largely it. So I'm just going to power up Turtle and run here last click. Again, this might be wrong because I don't think 3-strength is going to matter that much. Like, we get through, like, what, Crick? Even if it's a net damage card. Oh, we just win. I guess actually, if it was a net damage card, if we lost all our hand to like a Komainu or something, if we didn't break it, which they couldn't res, or they could res, sorry, we could always just RNG key to draw 2. Cortex kills you? Holy shit! Yeah, I didn't play around Cortex. That's real bad. Yeah, Cortex is an issue. Oh yeah, Cortex would have been really bad. We have a lot of unused MU. Yeah, didn't consider that. Thanks for pointing that out, actually. Okay. Jinteki PE players. I don't see that a lot. A lot of times I see PE players to understand that there's like variance in the game, considering they're like playing Mushin. So you don't see that much. I think installing Brain Chip is probably a mistake. It is only a mistake against Cortex Lock and specifically a deck that plays Marcus Batty. But the fact that it means that we can have more than 3 cards of the hand, it seems really important. I don't think it's ever a mistake. Like playing this game with 3 cards in hand, like a maximum hand size of 3, and then having to play end or turn with less than 2 to ensure a card draw is definitely wrong. Like you definitely need to play Brain Chip. We just should have respected Cortex, which we did not, which was a mistake. Didn't end up, but could have been a mistake. Okay. Probably thinking, what's that graphic look like? Let's build a deck. Detecting my favorite faction, can't go wrong with mind games. Managed to make someone run a single server 4 times in turn, making them think it was a trap before access the other ETR stuff. That's weird. The thing is, like, specifically on JNet, and I've said this time and time again, when it comes with like high variance cards like Mushin, on JNet, you can't read your opponent a lot of times, so it just feels super random. Does Adam even have a Cortex to lock? That's a fair point. All right. So if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna just go look at what an old Exile deck looks like. Anyone else's audio kind of wonky? No way. What does that sound like? I hope it's okay. I pride myself in okay audio. Sometimes it's better than other times. All right. Audio good. Thank you, Nutritional. Not so much for saying my audio is good, but just for the feedback regardless. Sounds super good. No issues. Bitter, it might be on your end. Try refreshing. There's some chances. Like, also try going to the gear on Twitch and putting it instead of like automatic to like what setting that you want to do. Sometimes when it's like automatically setting, you can get some like weird warbling. Crystal clear. Thanks, Maui. All right. Playing Exile, because Exile's fun. Actually, no, we're doing the news first. Excuse me. Our Reddit / Netrunner. So, hey, yo, check this stuff out. You know about Nisei? You ever heard about Nisei? Nisei's been going off. So, on Monday was the last day of the license being, of the license between Wizards of the Coast, who give the Netrunner part of Netrunner, to FFG, who gives the Android part of Netrunner. So as of today, or as of Tuesday, in fact, they no longer show that stuff on their website or really anywhere. You can still find the old articles. And that means on Tuesday, the day after Netrunner, Android Netrunner belonging to someone, the board has started speaking Nisei. And I just want to talk a bit about this because it's interesting and a lot of people have a lot of different opinions on it, but they've been basically putting out one thing a day, like an article a day. I think they're wanting to put an article tomorrow, specifically with Jacob Morris in it, which I'm excited. But there's some like pretty wild things going on. I just want to show you for those who are watching live or on the recording that might not know this. So firstly, they opened with this. They have a GNK kit that they have the art. I believe this art is thanked from the people here. Kevin Tame, who is the hacktivist, Megan Cannon, Dominique Van Velsen, and a whole graphics team made this. You can't zoom in on this art, but it's a Nisei playmat. I think it's meant to be Detroit, if I'm not mistaken. You got Titan Transnational Alt Art, which is the building here. And then you have Rashida Yahim, which is a pretty cool card. And the cool thing about this GNK kit, I think they said it would cost in a later article, it would cost around 30 to 35 bucks. Shipping worldwide is free, which is very affordable. $30 USD dollars, considering if you have everyone who shows up at the tournament pitches in like a toonie, $2, like maybe that pays off automatically. Shouldn't be that expensive. Anybody can buy it, no questions asked, and it ships worldwide, not to the moon. So that's really cool. Other things they talk about is the different formats that they want to have tournaments in. And they say when you have your GNK, you can have it in any of these tournaments that they support. You can do your own tournament anyways. Like, just buy the GNK, do whatever you want. But the tournaments that they sponsor have interesting formats. And formats in Netrunner is not something... I got to preface this with, like, alternate formats in Netrunner has not been something I've ever been excited about myself. That's because I spend a fair bit of time trying to be, to some extent, competitive. And if you know how I play the game, too, a lot of it comes down to, like, specifically card knowledge. A lot of it's like I'm playing around this, I'm playing around that, and that always frustrated me with other formats, whether it be like cash refresh or some of the other like limited box formats, which I've no doubt are still fun, but like I never enjoy them in a competitive way because like there's this added knowledge of knowing what's in the card pool, what's out of the card pool. This is maybe stupid. For me, it's that always has been like a barrier to entry, but I think for a lot of new players, which I don't know even if that's Nisei's main goal is to get new players, but for a lot of people, that's really fun. Like I love draft. Draft is one of the things that they're talking about because draft, I don't know the card pool, but it doesn't matter because everything's like kind of nuts. But if I got to play around hard hitting news, maybe someone should tell me. But they have a bunch of different things here. One of them is the core experience, which is a single copy of the most recent core set. That's one of the problems. I don't know how many copies of our cards are in the core set. Stop doing this to me. But this format is aimed at new players, so I understand why that's really cool. But for new players, they can buy one box, and by buy one box, I mean print one sheet of PDFs out, and they're good to go. That's really cool. Eternal is everything ever printed with some sort of restrictions, I suppose. Snapshot is what the meta is like right now. Draft is draft, and Standard will be their organized play with their rotation, which is probably, if I'm not mistaken, going to be the most popular format. That's just going to be like what Netrunner is now, where every year or so things rotate. They go on to talk about in the next article about the core set 2019, and you should read this article. I think this article actually did a lot for me for coming around to this idea of core set 2019. Now, if you have been playing Netrunner for a while, we had the original core set that came out in 2012 when the game came out, and we were playing with that for better or for worse until the revised core set came out last year. Yeah, at the end of last year, if I'm not mistaken. And the revised core set, I think, is one of my favorite FFG Netrunner products, right? It's great. It's fantastic. They there's no new cards in it. It's all kind of things that would have rotated that they saved, but I think for new players, it's just a good box. It has a lot more one-ofs, a lot more interesting things in it, a lot more playable cards. It's great. But in terms of no, I forget what I was going to say. But the fact is that that box hasn't been around for a very long time. Like, we've been playing with the original core set for like years, like maybe 5-6 years, and the revised core set for 1 year. And I think somebody showing up and saying like, hey, we're going to have even a newer core set just kind of rubs a lot of people the wrong way. And I think I originally was like that when I heard this. I'm like, well, but we just got the revised core set. I like the revised core set. And I think another thing that compounds on this is that rotation was a thing that was meant to happen like right now, like right this year. Rotation is meant to happen every year. We only saw the first rotation last year. So the fact that like the card pool, the constructed card pool, the like standard constructed card pool would be shifting regularly is something that I'm not personally used to. But the idea of there being a core set 19 is not that far off from there being a rotation anyways, which is going to happen regardless. And they want to go ahead and like save some cards from rotation. They talk about it. They also want to add some cards that have already rotated to the core set 19. Things like Caddy Jones, for instance, which I think is it's a card that I always use when I teach people Netrunner because I think it's a really good fundamentals card. So they're brewing something, and like Quest Completed coming back, I think is interesting too. I think this is a relevant card in the meta, especially with the cards that have been printed recently. But I think the big thing, and again, read this article, is that they said that they're not going to be releasing cards, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I hope I'm not wrong here. I hope I'm not just saying bullshit. But double check by reading the article. But I believe when I read this a couple days ago when it came out, they said that they are not going to be releasing new cards until 2019. So they wanted to do something for that. They want to stimulate the meta. So it looks like Core Set 19 should be coming out relatively soon, or they should be talking about it relatively soon. They didn't announce it, but if you read this article, they give you some references to some cards that might be coming back. Cards like Corroder, Blue Level Clearance, Chrism Grid, Earthrise Hotel, Blue Sun, Caddy Jones. A lot of these cards are cards people like. Greetings, is that a new mic? No, it's not. It's a new camera, so the mic is now in frame. How's it going, Vicky? Also, Martin, thanks for dropping by. Enjoy the rest of your evening or day, or literally just make it good, huh? I had 9 new players in a lunch group today play core set games. Whoa, I sent in this article and everyone was excited. That's dope. That's super cool. To BF, I think FFG would have printed a new core set for each rotation too. I really don't think so, Nick. There's no way, because that makes like that. It devalues their product really hard. It becomes really hard for like a store to buy a large quantity of core sets if they know in every year they're going to become worthless. Technically, the same thing happens with data packs, but it's like years apart, so it seems a lot harder to swallow. Because yeah, I don't know. I'm teaching coworkers slowly at lunch and even getting a lot of curious onlookers. I gotta do that. I gotta just leave my core set on my desk at work and be like, yo, ask me about it. It's correct on the new cards, no BS. Oh, thanks, Bitter. Anyways, this is a thing that's going to be happening. If you want to participate in Nisei stuff, it looks like their new standard format would be based off core set 19. Again, we don't know. There's a lot of pressure on them for sure. I don't envy to be in their position because a lot of people have different opinions on this. And they've been pretty good about asking the community's opinion, being like, hey, do you care about this? What do you like about this? And they released an article today answering some questions about the most commonly asked questions. Anyways, they're like really accessible. If you want to hit them up, they're on StimHack, they're on the Slack, the StimHack Slack. You can find them and ask them cool stuff. But they're definitely very busy. This is the big turning point of which they can start releasing and talking about stuff was as of Monday, and they've been putting out an article a day, which in terms of like Netrunner content from like the organized play people, that's nuts, and we're not used to that because FFG was really bad at community stuff. They largely were pretty shit at that, which is crazy because despite this, will Jackson Howard make it back? My money's on no. There's almost no way that Jackson Howard would make it back. I think all factions have their own like mini Jackson Howard effects, and like Jackson Howard, like, we just score agendas now. Burying agendas would be bad. I don't want to bury agendas. I want to score agendas. I doubt it. Anyways, that's what's up. They've been busy. Also, this comic came out, which is funny. Let's build an Exile deck. Cool. So, Exile, Street Hawk. If I hit F11, it's going to be better. Okay, so Exile is a shaper that is not very good ability. Due to the fact that the cards that interact with Exile are very limited. There are no cards in this game. Just kidding. They recently added them, recently being maybe 2 years ago now, added cards that you can constantly reinstall. And those are these cards, the Conspiracy Breakers, which are an Anarch and cost 2 to 3 influence. I think it's 2, 2, 3. And that is the basis on how our deck is going to work. Apologies if you've seen this deck before. It's going to be very similar. I like playing this deck, and it's fun. So Exile draws a card whenever you install a program, and in theory here you can make an engine. On a turn, when you run, if the breaker that you need or is in the heap, in your heap, you can install it during that run and draw a card. And so now you can always run, pay 2 credits and then more money because MK Ultra is a bad breaker, and break things. And during a run, you'll be drawing cards, which is cool. It's a basis of an economy engine. Clickless card draw is very powerful, and once we're set up, that can be pretty good. Now, how do you make that reasonable? Because that's really expensive. You can't pay 2 credits, let alone breaking ice, just to be able to draw a card every turn clicklessly. That's terrible. And luckily, we're playing a restricted card called Ace's Pawn Shop. So at the beginning of every turn, we sell our breaker. And in theory, if we install a MK Ultra, or let's say we install a paperclip, we trash it. Wow, we only paid 1 credit to draw a card. This is getting really good, right? So we're going to play a lot more support to make this cheaper. And we're going to start playing things like Sahasrara, which means we can install programs for free. So now every turn, in theory, as long as we're running and as long as we can break the ice or want to break the ice, we're going to be getting 3 credits and a card. And this is an engine that we're going to be building. And I built this deck list before. It got a bit better now because Clone Chip is no longer a restricted card. This deck needed Aesop's Pawn Shop as a restricted card, and now we can play Clone Chip as well. We're going to make some changes to make Clone Chip good, but Clone Chip is a good card in Exile. We used to play 3 copies of Scavenge. We might do the same because I'm pretty sure we're playing Cash, and let's build a deck. Ryan Sokolowski, new to Netrunner, really enjoy your content. Thanks so much, Ryan. Glad you are new. Glad you found this fantastic game. It's going through an interesting time right now. It's kind of a bit harder to find real cards, but you can print everything right now. You can play online. It's great. If you've got any questions, not only to Ryan, to anyone who's new, ask some questions. Ask questions. This game is obviously a bit difficult to learn, but it's definitely worth it considering so many people here. Just ask anyone, right? Crowdfunding going in here seems like it could have applications. Probably not. Crowdfunding is not only 3 influence, but Exile only fires when it's a program. So reinstalling crowdfunding doesn't draw you a card, which would be cute. But mostly crowdfunding is just like, honestly, way too much influence to be put. It's 3 influence. I thought the image would show. It's way too much influence to put into any other faction besides criminal, which is reasonable. Why use all 3 conspiracy breakers when you only got a pawn once per turn anyways? It's a good question, and there's a chance that we could play fewer different kinds of it. I see, Kara, you saw it now. There's a big chance that we could play less than 3. The 3 gives you this reliability, because the problem is with this deck is that if you want to like face check into an ice, like say that they have a vanilla on the outside of a server, you can face check it, install your paperclip for hopefully free, and then end the run. Having that ability to run any server, depending on what the outside ice is, gives you a reason to want to try all 3 of them. It could be wrong, but maybe not necessarily, Rain. I think it's worth considering. Yo, Cody, what's up? Playing Exile is true. Yep, it's gonna be fun. Throw in a District 99. I don't know if we even need to. That might be overkill. District 99 also doesn't install from heap, so it doesn't actually work with Exile. It kind of seems like it does, but again, 3 influence card. I don't know. So I'm gonna look at the old decks that I built because they've worked for me. They actually were pretty good. Another good reason why Exile is more fun to play now than maybe ever is that because Hunter Seeker and Scorpios are both restricted, fewer people are playing Scorpios because your game plan against Scorpios was lose quickly, so you could play a different game. I'm gonna look at my old deck though. So there's other stuff we have on here. There's technical writers, I'm pretty sure, because we're gonna be installing a shit ton of stuff. I think we had Deg Deer to some extent, and I think we had 3 caches and 3 copies of Scavenge, which is just like a cantrip at this point. No, search Exile. That didn't work. Oh, Mad Dash was in this deck. Oops, gotta fix that. Flameout seems like a good card for Conspiracy Breakers. It's basically a 7 credit gain before Aesops and 4 credits after. I'd have to read that card, but I don't ever remember Flame Out being good in any deck. But I'll have to read it carefully. I think you just MK and put Q-Bans on any non-sentry. Oh man, don't excite me about Q-Bans again. Maybe mining accidents since our breakers suck. I don't even think it's necessary, but yeah, mining accidents are always okay. I think influence is way too tight in this deck. That being said, we have 2 wastelands, which are probably not necessary. I like it a lot though. There's a chance we can just play this deck and then tune it to have clone chips in it. But this is largely what we're doing. We had a Cyber Cipher, which is really good because we are playing Scavenge. And that's the thing with this deck, right? Is as much as these breakers, 2 of these breakers aren't amazing, you only need to install them. You don't need to use them, right? You just need to install them. So like you can install have a nanotech, have a Cyber Cipher, which is really good with 3 clone chips and 3 scavenges, and just install your Cyber Cipher or install your Black Orchestra and then break with Cyber Cipher. Did you play LODS? I used to. It rotated, but LODS made this deck super good. Since then, you had to change a bit and play cards like Dinosaurus. I never installed this card, but in theory, having a 5-strength Black Orchestra is really good. But you can't do that so much. I think we're probably just gonna copy this deck. We got some couple things to change. Like indexing is a really good way to close the game out. We don't have Mad Dash anymore, but indexing is probably one of the better things. We also could, in theory, consider. Does anybody know the name of it? Nisei? This is actually something pretty good if we want to keep scavenging it over and over again. But we might just want to index our way out. Chasner, how's it going? Yeah, Dinosaurus, right? Like, Dinosaurus is not terrible. I found in this deck, though, I just almost never installed it. But, like, in theory, it makes our heat breakers really strong. The thing is, it wasn't largely necessary, and having the early draw of Astrolabe is pretty good, too. A big thing about this deck is that this deck is largely bad until it's set up. And then it's actually pretty good. Okay, 1 Beth. Seems reasonable. We also need to look at the deck lists or the card lists and see what has changed since we played this deck. And this deck is labeled October 16th, 2017, almost exactly a year ago. Damn how far we've come, and not a single card in this deck will be changed. This is fine. This is fine. This deck also had Prisha, which is like a pretty fine card. You can pawn it. But it might not be necessary. Let's put 2 in here for the start. And Degdeer is really cool. It also reduces the install cost. It gives us more MU. There's a chance we could play Maven because we have all this bullshit installed. 13-5. I think we had a Harbinger. Again, Harbinger is cool because you can sell it twice, but that's largely it. I have a Netrunner Discord bot I made called Dinosaurs. Hey, chill. Does it do anything cool? Gamble. Let's do Dinosaurs just because we want to, right? And then resources. So I think I did what's called Wasteland, which gives you more money for trashing things, which is cool. It gives you an extra credit. Is that worth 2 influence? Probably not. 420 legalize exile. What's up? Welcome to Canada. How's it going? What are we missing here? 14, 5, 9. We're missing some resources. Oh, I guess casts or fine cards. So we have 1 extra slot, not even. It has a card search, does daily meetup checks for events, can host programs, spit out a nicely formatted MWL, and can easily produce formatted deck lists. That is a clever girl, this dinosaur. Check that out. Compile. Yo, Netrunner, what up, man? This doesn't do anything for us. No, we don't want this. Why would we want this? Great for Apex? This is Exile. How is this great for Exile? This is not great for Exile. Oh, because it says from your heap install. Never mind. The thing is we install stuff for free. Because we're playing Heat Breakers, I don't think we need this. No Diesel? Yeah. We don't need Diesel. We draw. We draw for free. We draw for free. You kidding me? We don't need that shit. We draw every turn for free. Sometimes on the corpse turn. That might be a mistake. But this was good before. Was there Diesel in this deck? No, there wasn't. That's wild. The things that I found out with this deck legitimately was when you drew Diesel halfway through the game, you didn't need it. It was unplayable. Like, Diesel was only playable in this deck either in a net damage deck where you needed to burst draw or between turns like 1 and 5. But like after turn 7, it's like I'm doing my thing no matter what. So like Diesel was a bad draw always. I could be wrong. So we're high rolling our setup a fair bit, which was fine when you made YouTube videos because you never saw the games where you just drew real bad and lost real quick. You got to remember that. I made that last year, right? Somebody said flame out. Flame out, when you install Flame out, place 9 credits on it. Use these credits to pay for using hosted program when a turn ends in which you use credit on frame out trash hosted program. So basically, it is a 1-turn delayed stim hack. Gives you 2 fewer credits and not a run. I don't like this. Drawings for suckers in the Nisei era. Yeah, that's right. This is the future. We don't draw here. I don't know about Flame out. There's some puzzle with that card. So I'm just going to pull up Katara and Rain and Reverie and see if there's any Shaper cards specifically that would make sense in this deck. Again, Influence is tight. We do have 4 extra Influence. There's a big chance. You know what? Fuck it. We're going to drop the Wasteland and we're going to play 2 copies of Mining Accident, which is largely going to be better. Wasteland, though, fires on like Clone Shift, fires on Self-Modifying Code, fires on Technical Writer. I like Mining Accident. It's fine. What else we got? Because I Can is honestly like a legitimate card to play. Marathon is not great. Gabriel Celessi, you have to host on a breaker, so if you're pawn chopping it, it's pretty bad. Cyberdelia is pretty slow in a deck that already struggles to set up. Takobi's reasonable. Takobi we could play. Chris, how's it going? Paragon. Also, what's up? Blue Jays. Let's go. I don't know. I don't think we run that aggressively. Now we have Mining Accident, maybe. It's not bad, but I think Mining Accident will give us more money than Paragon. We also committed to the Dinosaur, but I think Paragon's reasonable. Takobi's pretty good. It honestly does help a fair bit with our heap breakers for sure. Gabali, nah, not really necessary. Reclaim is also possible because it installs something from our heap, which is good. I think we have enough triggers though. RNG key is generally just good, and I've never seen anyone play Cassie String, and of course it's not Jackpot. It's never Jackpot. On the other side, we have cards like Insight, which we'd have to play things like, what's it called for that to be good? Top Hat. Mache is not particularly good. Ika is probably not as good as Nanotech, honestly. Cubone is great, though. Man, Cubone is probably actually better than Persea, because it's something we can trash and we can pawn it. If we play against acid decks, we're going to regret it, but like Cubone, we could trade for Parisha, very simply. And it's something we can also pawn, but it also makes running cheaper. Yeah, let's make a gross engine. Oh, I do like Parisha a fair bit. We'll try Cubone and see how it goes. I think against, so far, all the decks we played against, besides that last PE deck, were like really acid heavy. I think a lot of people are playing acids right now. I worry about that more. I'll play this. I don't like losing to assets. Trashawk 2018. I never know whether there should be 2 H's in Trashawk. I now understand there should be 1. Cubone is better. It probably is largely better. It probably is. I just don't like losing to assets. I really don't. I feels bad. It's not a good mouthfeel. Uh-oh, Mordecai. You're playing against Mordecai also. You gotta... 6 games? What happened? We didn't play 6 games. What? Ah, are the numbers broken? Exile Street Hawk. Happy Thursday. Draft is super fun. I miss meeting so many people at Worlds. Not enough time for everything I wanted to do. Yeah. Feel you. 1x slums. That'll solve it. Name the deck for the memes. Oh, this is not memes. This is Exile. It's honestly a good deck, Cody. I take offense to that sort of talk. You doubt this deck. It's honestly like reasonable. It's a reasonable deck. It's just the thing is like there's better Shaper lists. So nobody plays this competitively, but like it's fun. It's good. If anything, what we could do actually, Jim, combining that idea is we could probably just play an Imp and then just keep clone chipping Imp over and over again. And like scavenging Imp. Like we can play instead of 1 Mining Accident, just play an Imp. Oh, Imp is 3 influence, not 2. Okay, we still can play an Imp. And then just have 1 influence left over for like DJ Fenris. I don't know. On a scale of 1 to 10, how dumb was paying 150 for R&R? Depends how much money you have. And also what currency. If that's Australian money, that's like $3. American. I think you might have overrode the deck you were playing last time rather than making a new one, hence the history. That probably is it. Maybe you had a deck that was also called Australian. Good luck. Okay, so let's talk about this hand. Ace-Ops is really important. So Hashira is really important. Economy cards would be really important. We have Casts, Gamble, and Beth. Mining Accident early is pretty good, but they generally open with money with Builder of Nations. And the thing about our deck is that we forced to draw. So like they could, in theory, Kakugo grind us out. So I'm going to go mulligan. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Only breakers. US dollars. Again, I guess it depends how much. The dumbass is the one who sold it. Best of luck. Have fun. All right. So they are rushing. So we want to make them res that ice, I think. Or we install cash. Cash. We install cash, going up to 7. Install SMC, run. If it's a Hordem, we're fucked. Unless we want to cyber for the remote. Imp and Stimhack besides the 2 things. Yeah, it might be. Empty Imp, that's 3 cards. Yeah, you just keep clone chipping and scavenging Imp. Like, it's probably not terrible. I'd be down to try that, actually. So, thinking. So if we run this and it is a code gate, then we can play this, install this, run. If we run this in the barrier, we can play this, install this, and yeah, we're just kind of... It's a Data Raven, finally. I joined late, didn't you see your start? Oh, it's all good. Oh, yeah, of course it's a Misfingo. Ow. Ow. Buddy. Relax. Chill. So we want to get through that. It's 7. It's all our money. That's probably a mistake. Can you move vid from chat? Most definitely. Thank you. You mold an Ace-Ops and an Ace-Up stack? Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about it. If they have hard-hitting news, we lose. They kept their hand. Yellow. Oh, I don't have enough money. Oh, whip, whelp. You mind? Nothing to see here, my friends. This costs 2 credits to bake. Going to go ahead and hit that button. Gonna hit this one too. That's good. I'm just gonna go. That's fine. Gonna maybe draw a card and play this one. Oh, everything's fine. This is fine. What do you think about the Nisei announcement that they would make the next world in Europe? I did not read that. I think that's really cool. I think it's bad for me, and I would probably not go. No, actually, that's not at all true. It depends where it is and what's going on at that time in my life. But I think that's good. It's always been in America. There's a lot of people playing Netrunner in Europe. Might as well give it to them at some point. One Fem does so much. I don't know how we install it, though. Well, that seems good. I think we'll play that. We didn't get punished for running last turn. They had a lot less money. Oh, fuck us. Holy shit, that'll ruin us. Ass. Such ass. Oh, God, that's bad. That's so bad. How could they be so mean to us? Okay, I don't care about a doo-doo-doo. They put a doo-doo-doo on R&D and it's like real obnoxious. But they can't res it. Putting IPO, hedge fund. It's important that they don't get this. Actually, but we can deal with it now. They'll get that next. They can res it to trash a daily cast. I don't care. A doo-doo-doo seems real bad. Oh, man. Corporate town. Never happy to see that. Good thing you keep the appreciate. Yeah, right? Made a commitment to go, Andre. Uh-oh. The car, the Trashawk. What is that? That's an NGO front if we ever seen one. That's an NGO front. We don't run that. Wait. No, this is wrong. So we gotta run this. We gotta trash it. No, that was right. We could have done that. What are we doing? It's in their hand. That was so incredibly stupid. Okay. Okay. Let's focus a bit here. Because we were doing some real dumb shit. Andre's on tilt. How's it going, puppy? It's been a while. Oh my god. We had the SMC and they jammed the SSL? Holy fuck. That's nuts. I thought they drew the IPO there, so they're like, okay, we're going to play the NGO front. That makes a lot of sense because we got an IPO. God damn it. How are they going to make a secure server, though? That's what I don't get. That was baller. How's it going, Terrence? Mouseless, good to know. Like, we have SMC and some breakers. Always check your VODs, though. Thanks for still streaming. Hey, glad you're liking it. Thanks for watching. That person is down. Like, that's a good play. I'm fine with this. Okay, we gotta go get that corporate 10. We're gonna have an MU issue here. Oh, no, we're not. We're gonna pawn something. So that's an Adudadwa or a Mouseless, or technically could be unknown. I'm a little surprised you installed the Aesops. I want them to install it though. Like, what, did they res the corporate town? Or are they gonna forfeit one of these? It's fine. I think we just have to check it though, because there's a small chance it's an Atlas. I want to install, draw. That is the card we drew? That's some old bullshit. Yeah, I think they're probably more likely on Tricolite. We lost an nanotech. We can clone chip that stuff back. Tracks a blacklist. Literally every single hate card. Oh my god. Did they counter Q us? What is this? Super mean. Oh my god. That's him on it, right? Uh-oh, they're on rig shooter, so they definitely have our clock down. We are in a bad spot. So they drew the hedge fund. They can IPO out of this one. So now the top of R&D I think is unknown. And that's a due to Mouseless, probably in the right order. Right order being very good. I'm going to not pawn any of this stuff. Clone chip's really important. I think we actually clone chip in our nanotech before anything bad happens. Now, dealing with a Dudadwa is real difficult. Mouseless is real big. We need a Cyber Cypher on there. And the thing with, like, rig shooter is... Oh, I don't know what it is. The thing with rig shooter is that we want to clone chip for programs. I guess we still have 3 scavenges. Like, here we could clone chip for a nanotech to draw a card. It's not unreasonable. We can also just, like, clone chip for... Oh, that could be Tricolite. We could also just clone chip for cash. I think we probably need to do that. This will draw us a card. Exile fires. Oh, wait, hold on. There's money on there. Okay, let's go. Did we just get Exile stream sniped? Yeah, we might have. A Dudadwa. Is that what I'm saying? Okay, so this sets up for Tricolite. They also could be on like Red Planet Couriers, which is a bit less unlikely. A Dudadwa is 7 to res. A Dudadwa. Oh, Dinosaurs is here. That actually will help a fair bit against Mouseless. It means we break Mouseless for 3. No, never mind. They get a credit. CIPO we knew of. And another pawn shop here is fine. We gotta do things that are more aggressive. We're running out of MU though, because they did get our one of our deck deers. So like the other version of the deck did have cheaper MU with Astrolabe. So if we wanna, they actually might have thrown out the Corporate Town. I don't know. If they're running Corporate Town, they're also running 1-pointers. Like there's no way they run Corporate Town if they don't run 1-pointers. Blacklist is gonna be an issue again. Archer seems really bad with his agenda sweep, but we have to check everything. Oh, man, we just ran out of MU, huh? Shouldn't take Rara back for cash. Oh yeah, you're right. We forgot to. Lost the second Aesops. It's pretty rough. Sell the dinosaurs? Ah, we can't. It's too expensive. That's good for us. We in theory can die to a single punitive. We always could like clone chip in for a cash now, but we don't have MU. I'm just gonna draw. Now we can start pawning these. In theory. We actually should have started pawning these a while ago. Oh, Trojan Horse. It's okay. This is fine. Honestly, not bad, because we can always just clone chip it back. You get back 3 credits from the dinosaurs immediately? No, we don't. Because we still... Oh, yeah, we would have. Yeah, excuse me. I did the math wrong. I thought we still had to spend 6. We would spend 3. So we can just clone chip it back before they arc lock down it. I think we will. Draws us a card. We don't have Sahasrara credits. Yeah, we're not gonna let them lock down our paperclip. It's our one paperclip. I don't even think they have it. We've seen most of the cards they've drawn, but like it forces us to use a clone chip, and we still have a nanotech in the heap. Do it, fire lockdown. So we might want to just scavenge that away. We're also on game point, which is huge. They don't have a lot of credits. Drawing with an open HQ is like real ballsy. I think we actually might want to consider selling the Appreciate right now, because I'm pretty sure they threw out their thing. This is free value because we can pawn it. We might just want to run here twice. We can also just install IPO. We could also just install the daily cast. I think we're going to need money to contest the remote, so I don't mind this. And the thing is, like, Aesopsing a breaker, if we don't reinstall that turn, it's really scary because of our lockdown that we'd have to be able to run that turn. So, like, we want to run the Mouseless. We have to run every face down card. Like, oh my god, so obnoxious. Because we haven't seen any Atlases. We haven't. And mind you, this is a 40 card deck, so they're only on 18 agenda points. So we've already seen more than half in the deck. We're not even halfway through the deck. Ah, fuck. So like Colossus is a card that would be an issue for us. Actually, it won't because we have only heat breakers. Three gambles and 25 we could draw. Indexing is not great because it has a Doodadwa, which is like, I think 6 to get through. A Doodadwa. That sounds wrong. A do. Yeah, it's 6 to get through, and that's gonna be an issue. Let alone unless them put like, if we run the Doodadwa and this is a 5/3, it's Brad. Should have sold the Blork, or is that too slow? It's not bad. The thing is, if we sell the Blork, we have to reinstall this turn. Otherwise, we lose Dark Lockdown a lot of times. But selling the daily casts is fine. Thinking. I don't think I want to run it. Maybe we lose to Atlas. think we do lose Atlas. Should we pre-install the Tech Writer? I don't think so. We might just lose here. Using Black Orchestra and Shaper feels awful. Yeah, the thing is we're not meant to use it. Like, we want to install it every turn, but we're going to use Cyber Cypher for the remote. Or actually likely for R&D, and hopefully we don't lose this turn and we win. Because we're going to just Cyber Cypher R&D and close the game off. Ah, we lose. Why are they slow advancing it? Oh, maybe we don't lose. Arc Lockdown for a Nanotech. Okay, we can still win this. Thinking. Yeah, it looks like a 5-3. Also, Nan SM. How's it going? Welcome to the chat. So I think we pawned the Paperclip. They use 1 Arc Lockdown. We know we need to install that dude. Yeah, no, we'll pawn the Black Orchestra. Indexing, let's go. Let's go. There you go. Install Black Orchestra. Drowses a card. Oh, we drew the Cyber Cypher! No! Fuck! Really? My plan was to SMC out the Cyber Cypher. Are you serious? Fuck you. God damn it, game. 1 in 23. God damn it. We actually probably shouldn't have installed this. No, we need it. Oh, fuck off. That's so bad. Okay, what do we do? SMC into cash or something? Yeah, we're committing though. We need to. Lost dinosaurs, that's fine. Ice Wall, great. Still only 1 to break. So we can still get through the server. Oh, we still win maybe. Oh, I guess the Ice Wall gets bigger, but I still think we're fine. Fuck! Excuse me. Sorry, I'm yelling into that. Isn't Borgen Dino the same cost as Sai? Yeah, but we have to install the Dino then. Cortex Lock, that's super mean. They were always jamming when we could have contested the remote. We should just contest the remote. I did not consider that. The Trojan Horse probably we should bury. Yeah, I think Hope it's an aggressive secretary in their mode seems right. Right, we've seen 2 SSLs. There's not other good face down 5-3s. If it's the last SSL, like, we're really unlucky. That's largely it. Those are our top decks? Are you kidding me? I'm hoping it's a secretary or an NGO, right? Like, we've seen 2 5-3s. Oh, we lose. Wow, they had all of them. That sucks. I think we could have charged the remote. Yeah, we definitely could have gotten that remote. That remote's not really that good. Probably should have ran it. Fuck, we got ruined. And that's the thing is, like, the indexing, if that was a 5-3, like, the fact that we didn't see any agendas means that we could have run it. So that's an Archer, which is fine. Like, we just installed Black Orchestra. It's really expensive. Nanotech would have been so good. I think that time that we did clone ship for the cash, we definitely should have clone shipped for the, what's it called? The Nanotech. Cool that they rezzed it. Why did they res that? Whole draw card thing seems like a bad idea. Maybe you should play your next game without drawing. Yeah, we could have ran that remote, I think. Because, like, you can SMC. We have SMC for MK Ultra, which we install for free. I think we can get away with it. Anyways, so was Persia better than Cubon? That's about equal. But we did play against a blacklist deck, so okay. Wayland, cool. Money matters. This is economy Wayland, so opening with the what's it called, the mining accident isn't fantastic. Opening up with money cards and self-modifying code though. Oh, hey, cheers. That's very kind. Coupon is better. It might be right. This is probably never gonna fire. This is okay. This is actually pretty okay. Like in theory, you could self-modifying code for like even a. I just want to open with the sure gamble. What's the tumbler tonight? Scotch, bourbon. It is Canadian whiskey. Realized I didn't have any beer, so that's what we're doing. Green level clearance. It's going to gain them 3 credits and draw a card. Actually 3 credits because Builder Nations is a transaction. And we want to make sure we have money up. If they have a lot of money, it could mean a couple of things. Either that they just have big ice. A lot of times it means hard-hitting news. And there's the IPO for 6 credits. So we're not going to interact for them for a while. This is why I said the mining accident is looking pretty bad. This is the deck that's most likely out of any deck in all of Netrunner to be running Beanstalk Royalties. So it's kind of hard to land a mining accident. Just found a sleep stim hack on the ground by my desk. Sure, that's fine. Uh-oh. All your other decks got a lot worse, huh? Playing this on its own means it's weak to best defense, but not much else. Okay. I think we draw again. Like, we don't want to show that we have the self-modifying code. It doesn't really access anything unless we're going to, like, pop it preemptively halfway through the turn. This is also a deck that you could consider playing Misdirection in. Misdirection instead of Parisha is probably actually strictly better because it gives us a big flexibility against a lot of matchups that we're actually going to have to play around tags as opposed to be like, yeah, there's the Beanstalk. To be around, like, I don't care about tags. Okay, well, luckily this gives us some time to set up. By set up, I mean do a lot of really slow shit. Problem is, like, we need to interact with them. Yeah, we probably want Misdirection. Like a plaid shirt. Hope every Canadian owned one. Lumberjacks. This is actually a present from my sister. I think it's, like, legitimately from the 70s. It's at some vintage store. It's a bit big, but it's warm. And there's actually, like, a lot of people, if you walk around, like, the office where I work, you see a lot of people wearing flannel. You can tell who the Canadians are versus, like, the people from France. Those are the only 2 types of people in the office. I work for a French company. They're just drawing. Again, they kept their hand, but, like, there has to be agenda somewhere. This kind of money, maybe we do have to respect things like, what's it called? Sandberg. That jogging femme. Yeah, for one of it's not bad, but like none of the games that we played so far could have even installed it. If we run test run, maybe even easier, but like we just don't have that burst money. We're legitimately doing very little. We could throw out the paperclip. I don't think it's the worst. This is a risk, because we only have 1 barrier breaker. If this gets our lockdown, we largely lose the game. Against Wayland, has the most barriers. Wonder if we'll be the first deck to use blockchain. Yeah, right? Like, blockchain now has 3 subroutines or something. Whoa, single advance. That means we run it, right? Pretty sure that means we run it. It's better with compile. I could see that. Andre, looking for some advice. Going to my first GNK. What's up, Sorcery? Next week. I want to bring a strong deck, but it sounds like the other people in the group are not going to go full tryhard. What do you like playing? I think you should just play something Tithonium. Oh, well, we have an answer to that. Play something that is fun. Oh, no worries. Like, what do you like playing? That's the most important thing. Like, you don't want to go to GNK and, well, I don't know. Like, it comes to the responsibility of you versus other players. And see, fucking Exile draw. What do you think is fun is most important? If you think it's going to make other people have less fun, maybe consider it. Glen Station. Wild. What's going on here? Are they on government takeover? The biggest issue now is we only have 2 credits and we don't play Misdirection. That being said, we're going to get 4 next turn, so I'm pretty fine just clicking 3 here and throwing out MK Ultra. Pretty interactive things, as well as a fair bit of jank. Well, what do you like? Which ID specifically? If you want to just like, the thing about GNKs is GNKs have a wild meta if people like to play a lot of wild stuff. So playing something that isn't like, oh, this loses against assets, or like this only works against ice, which might have been the same deck. Like you want to play something that's a bit wider. Like that's why I always like playing Geist, because Geist is generally good in a lot of metas. Actually, no, that's not true. Geist is pretty shit against assets. What happened in Builder Nations game? Oh, they just scored behind 3 ice. Like they double advanced a card, and we thought it wasn't the 3rd SSL, but it was the 3rd SSL in the top 20 cards. And they have no riposte to that. We just took their agenda from them, and that was that. Feels good. All right, we need a pawn shop. We do need a pawn shop. Man, this card's terrible. Imagine how good an imp would have been. Really not doing anything without this pawn shop. This deck looks like ass. I promise you it's not. I think we have all our breakers. I've been playing a Lamb Server Quetzal deck, an updated version of Stomp Lance. Those are both really fun. Stomp Lance is a lot of fun. Hostile Takeover, gonna give us a bad pub. Feeling good about that considering we have a self-modifying code. Yeah, Glen Station might be government takeover. But like this is a strange agenda suite. They might just have a limited card pool. I don't know. Just like on one pawn shop. A pawn shop. Okay. X Games, let's switch it up. Yeah, we'll tune it for sure. The more I watch this, the more I like imping this. Yeah, imp seems pretty cool. And even imping ice is a big deal for this deck. And maybe it gives us more value than Mining Accident. Advanceable ice, again, it's going to be hard to call what that is. But they haven't scored in a while, so the chance of that being an agenda is actually relatively high. We have 1 unused MU. We know it's going to be 3 credits with this with bad pub. We have access to every single breaker. I think we will challenge it. Bad pub breaking solo archer with MK Ultra and nanotech bad. Oh yeah, this could be an archer, but it can't because they advanced it. But you're right. We got to watch out for it. Nanotech is good at archer at certain points. It's basically archer. That's like a big old archer. This is not that bad. Like literally our board of programs is garbage. No, we're not breaking this. Hold on. Like we could pull our Black Orchestra and install it just so that it's in the heap. I like that. And I'm not going to host it on there. It costs us a credit. Fire. It does cost them a credit. It would save us a credit if they put it on there, but then they have to trash 2 things. Install to spend 2 credits. Yeah, exactly. Cash was the other option. But like they can trash 1 program, whatever. Most of them come back. They definitely trashed a paperclip here, but that means we're going to draw a card. Maybe installing the Black Orchestra is actually not correct. Again, like we kind of really need a pawn shop. So if we want to continue, that is going to be... I think this was wrong. That was not the right play. A cash was better than this Black Orchestra. We have this in hand. We were drawn real good. GFI. Okay. Having a single tag doesn't matter. Having this does matter though. So we can like install a clone chip. So what can we do? We can do credit. No, we need to pop this. So that's a click. So we can install a clone chip, pop this, take a credit. Scavenge also does technically flip a card, which is cool. Like you can always scavenge the Harbinger. That's another good reason why we should have pulled cash out, because you can scavenge cash for cash to draw cards. So this Black Orchestra was definitely wrong. I feel like Shaper is one of the factions that you can play wrong the most easily. Like, I don't need to remove the tag. I don't think it matters. Clone chip for double punitive? Yeah, it's always an option. Like, if they single punitive us, we clone chip out of it for sure. Another hostile. All right, we have 2 bad pub. Best defense a concern? Not really. It could be. Like, this card's really bad against best defense, but like, so is... I guess that's the only one that's really bad. So now running is really cheap, which is cool. But we need our pawn shop. Oh, there she is. As long as we're able to contest the remote server, though, we're good. So now closed accounts looks kind of bad. Please, if we give a pawn shop, we can't install it this turn. Scavenge means we can just scavenge the cash to get more value. And we can keep floating the tag. It literally doesn't matter. We actually probably should just clear the tag there. Being at 7 cards or 8 cards doesn't matter, but closed accounts would be a problem. And they're playing a strange like card pool, so it might mean they're relying on a smaller card pool. So maybe closed accounts is more common. Uh-oh, consulting visit. For exchange of information. Touche. Touche. Should have cleared that tag. So we're just going to do a cash shuffle. We're going to install it on here. It's a real neat trick we can do. Yeah, we got wrecked there, huh? I think they care about bad pub. Might just give me mining accidents. Yeah, maybe. I just don't want to run yet. Like, actually, running HQ here is probably reasonable. The thing is, we need to get some of our breakers in the bin. Pawn shop, please. Just give us a pawn shop. Oh, this deck. I'm going to remove a tag now. Get wrecked. Yes, queen. Oh, it was bad. Yeah, we were telling it too. We're like, there's no reason not to remove the tag at this point. I don't think the mining accidents are actually worse for us. Paying 2 credits would be really bad. They can easily lose 5. Double advance that. Probably looking like a Colossus based off of how they're playing. I'm going to go ahead and scavenge this again. Scavenge is a good card. Gain 3, draw a card. Take that. Deuce is wild or whatever. 3 pawn shop on the bottom 22. Oh, we know how to play this card. Come on. Well, at least we have more money than them somehow. Where's our nanotech? We haven't lost it yet, right? No, we haven't. So like we can still we're charging this remote 100%. So I'm gonna play this first. We're gonna run the remote. It's gonna draw us a pawn shop because we're gonna install MK Ultra. No, we're gonna hit this to install a self-modifying code, which it draws as a Dinosaurus. We're gonna host this on here so we don't have a MU problem. Excuse me. We're gonna host this on this so we don't have an MU problem. Then we're gonna pop this to install a nanotech. Problem with the nanotech is we actually have to host it, which seems kind of bad. I don't want to host it. No, I don't want to host it. The hostings are really good because we reinstalled it for the cards we reinstall. So I think we're just going to go ahead and trash the Harbinger, which technically installs face down. Oh, but it doesn't take up MU. Fuck me. Excuse me. Whoops. Guess we're trashing Prisha. All right, so it's at 7. I don't think that was cheaper than MK Ultra, was it? He advocated for a source and exchanged the credits of Hotmail at CanMads. Because you advocate for a source and exchange the credits of Hotmail. Thank you. I'm not sure I understand that. We'll break this for 4. Access still have a fair bit of credits. I think they're realizing, yeah, we forgot to take that. Yep. CC in exchange. Oh, that'd be super cool. Yeah, CC's exchange actually makes sense. It's pretty good in the meta too. It's another GFI. So yeah, C exchange would be pretty bad. So I'm just gonna click for credits. They could do it. We could clone ship for a cash if we really wanted to. Actually, we can't. If we want to get this cash in the bin, we could clone ship for a cash. Credits at Hotmail's a player. Yeah, that's Eric. Okay. Is that the last food? Are you serious? Is that the last food? You're having a dragon stroke. We can just index this and hopefully win. Like, if this is a Colossus, we can index it and just let it fire. It looks like an NGO front, right? How many 5-3s are they running? Actually, it's really hard to judge their deck. Yo, Vincent, what's up? Okay, so that one we have to break. Luckily, it's Huh. It's actually 4. How you doing, bud? That's only 2 credits. Dude's a student. Oh, we win. We have a swordsman. So it looks like it is so I don't know what we're gonna do. All right, don't run the remote. Oh, we spent too few credits. Okay, so that would have been a lot easier if we didn't like float the tag. Playing an interesting deck? Yeah, it's going okay. This deck kind of depends. No way. Oh, wild. Deck tuning time? Yeah, we shall. Yeah, that's why the diesels are good in the deck. Is the diesels are good in the deck because you can't find these. But even if they're at the bottom of the deck, like you're fucked with diesel. GF Steel was key. Now I could have scored it unadvanced. Got it. The fact that you advanced that card means I wasn't going to run it. I was hoping the odds of all 3 GFIs were low. If you did not advance it, though, 100%. I run it. Because I haven't seen any, what's it called? Atlases. So I think it's hard either way. Ow. What kind of mic are you using? It sounds really good. Oh, thanks, Cody. This is a blue Yeti. It's like one of the standard highly recommended USB microphones. Anything better than this, largely you go to like XLR cables and you need an audio interface, which is not that technically complicated. It's a fair bit more money. It is a government takeover. I think the Glenn screams takeover. Takeover exchange. That's cool. Would have been wild. So it is exchange takeover deck, government takeover. This 6-point agenda, which makes a lot of sense because they're on exchange. This microphone, it was like I bought it when this channel largely started. Actually, no, when we started streaming, which is like 2 years ago, and it was like maybe $100 back then Canadian. It's really, really affordable. So, you know. Hey, cheers. Thanks for the game. All right, let's tune this deck up a bit. You have it just chilling on your deck or mounted on an arm? No, it's mounted on an arm. This is a Rode PSA 1 arm, which is like a proper good arm. It costs like the same as a microphone, which sucks. And then this Blue Yeti, it has like a shock mount, which is basically like 2 metal circles. One of them is suspended by like elastic bands. So like if I smash the table, you don't hear the microphone. Regrettably, I bought this in white years ago because it was the cheapest. At that time, I was a student, so that made more sense. But it's like, it's real ugly on camera because it gets real hot and blown out. I wish it was black. But if anything, I'll probably buy a USB microphone sometime in the near future. The camera's nice too. Gotta make the audio sound good. Also, if you're interested in like podcasting, of course podcasting, but if you're interested in like making video content, streaming, all that sort of stuff, it is pretty approachable. Like the webcam I'm using is like $100. This microphone was like $100, and that's largely all you need besides a computer. Hopefully $200 is approachable enough. At least, you know, media equipment can get really expensive really fast. But like if I can emphasize one thing, more important than having a good picture, it's kind of hard actually with Netrunner because everything's really small, but more important than having a good picture is having good audio. So do spend good time making your audio good. There's some filters and stuff I also put on this in OBS to cut out like the low end so you don't hear the cars or air conditioning and stuff like that. But, you know, play Webster. Boo, he's gone. Oh, sorry, I missed it. We're going to tune the deck up. Would you do the Yeti again? At this point, no, but that's only because like I would recommend the Yeti again. But at this point, like as like my career, I work with a lot of audio equipment. So like I'm very comfortable getting nicer microphones and buying like a mixing board and doing all that fun stuff because it's actually like pretty fun for me. So that would be the next step. But if someone asks me like, hey, what microphone do I get? 100% I'd recommend this one. I guess I never asked. Sounds pretty nice though. Yeah, no, it's all right. It's not too bad. That makes sense. Yeah, if you have any questions about equipment, hit me up. Also, if you search any like the basic how to streaming things on the internet, especially with OBS, all the answers are from someone named Dodgepong, which you might know as Ben Terrell. So there's a lot of people in Netrunner that help with that. It's really cool. Some mining accidents didn't work. One Parisha. We'll get rid of the Parishas. I think one of them definitely should be a misdirection. It gives us some outs against some really mean decks. Dinosaurus, honestly, we never installed it. We just don't have enough money to get going. I really think we should cut this and then just play a different console. Astrolabe is nice. It gives us MU. It gives us a modicum of card draw. I wish there was a better, cheaper console, but Astrolabe is 1 MU for 1 credit, which is like pretty strong. I think we're going to try out Imp, yeah. Cheapest webcam that gives you what you want is the Microsoft LifeCam HD 3000. I'm not familiar with that one, Tobal. The one that I think is always recommended in circles like me, and I know Ben recommends it too, is the C920 or the C922X, which is this Logitech webcam, which I have been streaming with classically for years. This one's like maybe, in America, you can get them for like $60. They're really good. It's a 1080p camera. The C922 does 60 frames too. They work okay. Yo, Parallel, how's it going? Okay, yeah, we're tuning some Exile decks. So I think Dinosaurs doesn't make it. We gotta play a console. It's unfortunate that Astrolabe is still, it's just kind of like a shaper problem. It's like, all the shaper consoles are really expensive and somewhat specialized. Like, yeah, Daredevil could work well with this deck. Actually, no, that's overkill. But like, I don't know. Mind's Eye, just Astrolabe is still like, Akamatsu Memchick plus. Test run good with Fem? I don't want to do that. I don't like Fem. If we draw Fem, I think we can do Imp and Fem. Imp is 3 influence. The thing is like, I don't know. Minus 2 MU, yeah, but it's like 3 for 2. And like, we don't need that much MU. We just need early MU, because eventually we get our free copies of Dag Deered out, and that's enough MU. There's also a chance because we have all this installed shit. Like, you saw our board state. Like, what about if we just try playing Maven? Seems good. We have a lot of shit installed. Turntable? I don't know if that matters. Another stim hack? We don't have any stim hacks. I do kind of like Maven. Like, we have a lot of shit to install. This Harbinger might not be right. We have one more influence. I think we play 1 stim hack, maybe. So, okay, I don't want to do the Fem. If we're playing Imp, it's going to tax out already our Scavenges and Clone Chips, so that's something. The Imp also is like a Parisha, right? So let's see. We'll mulligan into this. This opening hand we'd keep. We have Aesops, we have this, we have this, we have this. That's really good. That's a really good opening. I also don't love the Technical Writers. They might be overkill. Technical Writers might be wrong. Stimhack is the most busto card? I've heard as much, yes. Play Stimhack at all costs. Let's try this. 2018.1. Test run works on the heap. Yes, it does. So you're not screwed with Fem. Yeah, but then you have to run those card slots, right? Like you have to run test run scavenge. I don't like compile. There's not enough in our deck. Like I don't know. Netrunner eyes to support bin breakers. It's an option. I think I'd rather run Takobi than NRE. But NRE is also reasonable. The thing is, like you saw in these games, so much of it is not having enough money once we're set up. Hopefully we'll try Maven, and Maven might like just solve all our economy issues, that we won't need a Takobi or a NRE, that we'll just break with Maven. Eric, what's up? Also, no diesel to find Aesops. That's the only thing. Like, we could run diesels in here. What I found with this deck is that once you do set up, the diesels are garbage. So probably the right play is playing like 2 diesels. The thing is, like, a lot of our cards do draw stuff. Like, Scavenge draws us a card, Clone Chip draws us a card. There's a lot of, like, draw card effects, and Burst Draw later in the game is pretty bad. But I think maybe playing 1 or 2 diesels might not be wrong. But we're tuning it, so we'll figure it out. Ian, what's up? Wastelands would be really good. The original deck list actually had 2 Wastelands. And we cut them for an Imp and a Stim Hack in this version. But I don't think the Wastelands are totally wrong. It's another card, though, if you draw in a bad order. It's actually not that bad, because it fires off of Scavenge, it fires off of Clone Chip, it fires off of SMC. It's honestly not terrible. Trashawk 2018.1. Also, how's it going, Ian? But yeah, we had it in there. We had 2 copies. Exile, Street Talk. Yeah, Imp seems fun. There was actually a really cool, fun deck back in the day when, if you played Netrunner when Kate was a legal ID, and it was called Red Kate or something like that. Red Devil Kate. I don't know. That sounds bad, but it was like a Kate deck that just recurred Imp as like a lot of its influence, and it was like really fun to play. You put the pressure on. It was a prepaid deck, but it had Imp in it, and it was just like super mean. I liked it a lot. It wasn't very popular, but I got the list from someone, so at least it was on the internet. Demon? Maybe it was called Demon Kate. That sounds right. Hey, Jim, what's up? Jim's in Twitch chat. Ah, shit. Cybernex division, luckily we can draw on their turn, so we can get around some shenanigans. Now, a lot of Cybernex games are being played around cards like, what's it called? Let me figure this one out. Urban Renewal. So having an early economy is good. Largely this hand is actually pretty good. Like double gamble into writer, into indexing, and SMC. Like this is worth keeping. Obviously it doesn't have an Aesops in it, but last time I saw Kate was when Giant Dad Kate was a huge deal. That was, I think, just before she rotated. Kate's a strong ability, albeit maybe a bit boring. How's it looking? Hey. I don't know. I was recently like feeling real nostalgic about old Netrunner. I think it was an article. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Waypoint put out this really good article about the end of Netrunner. They interviewed a bunch of people and talked about like all sorts of the final days of Netrunner. Check this out. It's written by Alex Spencer. Find it on Waypoint if you want. Really good article. This is what I was thinking about. I had a bunch of old art and like just it's really cool because it's pretty comprehensive. It talks about all times of Netrunner. It talks about worlds. It talks about the past. Like really well written. I enjoyed it a lot. Check that out. Is this deck running Flameout? It's not. I don't think we get a lot of use out of it. Flameout's really strange. I think you need to do Flameout and Cabanessa and have some strange combo. Otherwise, for value, I don't think it's a very value-oriented card. Did Jim DC? Oh, I read that's a good article. It is really good. And apparently, I don't know who this person is, but it looks like they were interviewing people at Worlds, and it's great. If you're running Cuban, District 99 might be good. I don't think District 99 does enough. We have enough recursion, but Cuban was another option. We were thinking about Cubans over Prisha. I don't think it's terrible. I love that line that said something along the lines of a cyberpunk setting where it isn't raining all the time. Yeah, there's some really good lines in here. I'm talking about like the positivity of the future displayed in this game. It's good. The article got to me. I don't know where Jim is. Flameout, Sahasrara, Binbreaker seems good. That's what we're doing, but we just don't need Flameout. Like just Sahasrara, Binbreakers, Dig Deer is enough. That's like basically what the deck is, Ian. You've described it, but like instead of Flameout, we're doing Dig Deer, and that's good enough. Because Flameout only works once. Basoon, what's up? Just started watching. Why Exile? How's it going? Thanks for dropping by. Why? Because it's fun. That's largely it. We have actually a really cool engine that no other shaper can do that well. I know people say play Haley a lot of times when I build an Exile deck, but this one's actually different. The idea is that we're playing the Anarch. Yeah, Jim did disconnect. They're playing. Jim's back. We're playing the Anarch Heat Breakers that let us reinstall them whenever we encounter a piece of ice. So we're trying to install them for free and then trash them at the beginning of our turn so that we reinstall them for free. So every turn we're installing a card, a program, at least once to draw a card and gain 3 credits. it's proven to be pretty okay. And it's unique. Hey, learning is important. D99 for endless indexing though. Yeah, I suppose. They kept. We will keep as well. You want to get real sad? Count the number of times you fire Exile's ability and swap the ID and nothing else to Haley and do the same. No. That's not true. Not true. That's good. Ice remote. Astrolabe value. Gotta go down to 4 cards in hand. What is this? I don't know. Probably a Maryland. How few cards in hand is a mistake? That's probably not right. There's no reason to show them we have this. Hey, it's a Maryland. We called it. Here we have some C for pre-show. Build a Professor deck. Shazner, that's next week. We'll be there. Taylor, what's up? TBF, the flameout sticks around. Only the hosted program gets trashed, not single use. Yeah, reading cards is hard. Thanks for pointing that out, though. All right, we're sort of off to the races with this one. Generally, these decks actually struggle a fair bit with money, so trashing their economy seems pretty strong. Like, would I trade 3 credits for 6 of theirs? And the answer generally is yes. Sure, they can shuffle it, but... Do we ace-ops with SMC? Probably not. We have a lot of things we can't ace-ops, so... Oh, I don't think we play this turn. Let Exile stay in the trash where he belongs. Classic Bensal. Bensal only plays Val, so... That's a brain chips. Great. Hand size is 3. Definitely not going to stim hack. Luckily, we install a lot of cards. Maven, mind you, is 2MU. What was the outcome of the Kiko testing? Didn't like it. Not strong enough economy. I don't love her ability. 12 influence sucks. It didn't work out really well. We can actually maybe consider face checking here, but problem is we're going to have to dump cards for sure. This means we don't get brainstormed out of nowhere. It means we also don't get next diamond out of nowhere, which happens a fair bit on this channel. For better or worse. Oh, this is really awkward. Yeah, well, Kiko's only 12 influence. She has a link, though, like Exile, but yeah, she's only 12 influence. I also thought her ability worked different. I think we pawn a self-modifying code. No, at that point, we would actually just take cash. No, cash is credit neutral. But then put a cash in our heap. You pay 3 for cash to get 3 from cash. Oh, but then you get another on this. Huh. The one matchup we're per show, right? SMC for Imp? Oh yeah, fuck, we have Imp. Yeah, I like your style. Forgot we put Imp in this deck. We'll hit that snare. Since 3 hand size thing is a bummer. Okay, we got the wrong one. They're definitely gonna res that and probably purge, which is fine. At least abstractly. That'll put him down to wow. What are they gonna do? Ice it? Yeah, okay. Still think we'll check it. They can't res Brainstorm. They can't res Diamond. They can res all the other next ice. I think assume they're playing next ice. That's a Satyr. Okay, that's pretty good ice. We can start running HQ now. Maybe imp some stuff in hand. Again, their hand is pretty clumsy. Pop-up window. Damn. Yeah, we're gonna imp that. All right. Imp something to imp. This deck is not taking off very quickly. Just because we weren't drawing for a while. I think we should have drawn, right? We're never going to play the stim hack. We shouldn't have kept it. We could have just drawn and thrown out. And you see how weak their economy is, right? They have to play this sort of shit. But shit, I mean pop-up window, which is actually a really fun card. All right, respect the indexing. Wow, it's not good. So we can throw 2 of these out. We can draw again. Clone Chip is pretty okay. It gives us another imp whenever we want. But whenever we want, we got to pay 2 credits for it. So we'll throw out some of these. Drops us a card, though. This chain indicator that someone typing is giving me anxiety. Yo, tell me about it. Man, I hate this when this gets bugged. I started ignoring it, though, but it gets me real good. But this might need Fidel? I don't know what your your correction is trying to say. What is a Fidel? Oh, probably Diesel. You wrote Detail, so I'm assuming it's Diesel at this point. Yeah, Detail seems good. Waiting for corpse action. Uh-oh. So they're going to go get Urban Renewal with this. That's a Maryland campaign. Okay, well, we're going to run HQ. Oh, probably want to take that. That's our restricted card. That's cool. Gave me the option. Considered it. They might be on Punitive, actually. Like, there's a chance that they, Okay. Okay. All right. Andre gets it. Thank you, Holmes. Yeah, no problem. Man, that executive boot camp really sold them out hard, huh? Punitive looking likely. We'll hit it. No punitive respect here. No, none, 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 none. If that one card's a punitive, whatever. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh. Wow, they have another preemptive. Damn it. Whatever card in the HQ, they're gonna lose it. Preemptive Maryland campaign hedge fund. So they're on 2 recursion cards. That's pretty scary. So we can pawn this because it really doesn't matter. Go HQ, pawn whatever, imp whatever last card there is, so they're going to imp it next turn. This imp is doing a lot of work. That pop-up window obviously is doing a lot of work too, but oh, it feels good. That's good too. Going to low credits is an issue, but like we're always powering this up, mind you. Like we can click for 7. Best defense. Be good. Good thing you got no respect. Yeah, right? That's fine. So like we just scavenge for imp and go HQ again. Also a good thing for us, besides the 1-pointers, like Punitive looks like not good anymore. We're on game point. That's good. What could this be? I'll check it. Last click is kind of rough, but probably Maryland. They have enough money that we don't care about that. This is a good pawn target. So far, I think Exile's fired once. That's fine. This is fine. Everything is okay. We just want to draw into. We have 3 copies of Scavenge, 2 more clone chips, and then like they're just drawing. Like they only hold 4 cards in hand. We just want to slam HQ. Cause like they gotta ice up this. They went for a triple draw card with Jeeves too, right? It's like after Rashida. After Rashida, you run HQ. This is fine. I'll find everything okay. The matchup Exile. Yeah, Exile's a hard-working dude, you know. He digs for his good magic. So you don't obviously, well, not obviously, but you don't get a credit on this because you're actually installing a face down card. It loses all types and text, so it's not a program, even though it technically says program on it. Give me a scavenge. I'll take it. Oh, fuck. We're good. Yeah, 4 hand size. Really not good for them. Hey, Andres Romas. Yo, what up? What time clock right now? Seems fun deck to stream. It's 11:20. How you doing? You're like what? 7 hours ahead? Maybe more? Exile and Geist are secretly high-tech dumpster divers. Oh, the thing is, like, Exile, or Geist specifically, he had a better business model. That's how he got his chiseled chest. Exile just kind of, I think, smells poorly. So this is going to seem like a bad play, but we're basically set up to do it. So we're going to do it. Our engine is set up. So now every turn we run this pop-up window and we reinstall this. We can draw cards and gain 3 credits. I'm at awe of the size of this text box. Wait, which text box? What? What am I missing? Got 6 a.m. right now. Oh shit, good morning, Romas. How's the day? How's Friday? Oh, riot suppression. Yeah, man, there's words in there, huh? There's a lot of words. Just don't trash things. Looks like they're going for a triple click Jeeves turn again, so running Archives or running HQ both seem reasonable. And we are engined up to run HQ. And their deck so far has done less than ours. But this is where how our deck shines, right? Like, we pawn the Black Orchestra, reinstall it for free. Yeah, so we're going to go off. So this is what Exile does. And you can set up faster than this. You can set up slower than this. But, like, the idea is, like, run a server. Install for free. Draws us a card. Excuse me. And gain 3 credits. Reinstall and Provident cards. Good. Archive Memories. Scary. They have a fair bit of money. Still not sure what they're trying to do to us, but it seems alarming. Well, I guess we'll play some more slow value cards, even though we're on 6 points. Check Archives. Yeah, we probably should. Like, we know that they're on this. We probably should have ran Archives there. But second, the technical writer probably isn't going to do much. The thing is, like, we were like really set up for an indexing to win. That being said, we do know that they're on Executive Bootcamp, so if they have any face down cards in remote servers, it's a bit more dodgy, and this card's only 1 influence. If they're playing this too, also, that means they're almost definitely on Urban Renewal. And the fact that they're playing so many recursion cards also. Plus a credit? I don't think so. What do you mean plus a credit? Oh, I should have done this in the other order. Would have got an extra credit. I don't know. We drew this. Never mind. So card in the remote server. They have a fair bit of money. We have access to 2 types of breakers. So in theory, we could like run this. Yeah, I think we just run it no matter what. Vikram. Fine. That wasn't fine. You hosted then did? Yeah, we get credit back. It's 3. It automatically does it. We don't want to continue here. We died to brainstorm and stuff. Seems pretty bad. Unable to pay for Black Orchestra? Excuse me. Draw 1. Nice. So +2 now? No, it automatically does it. When I push it on it, it gave me a credit. It's a riot suppression. Beans. I don't have enough money for this. Yeah, I fixed the extra click, you're right. It's because I thought I was going to have to draw for it, but I didn't. So they can score a 4-2 out here. So they could do, they don't have any next dice res, so they can't actually like hurt us. Show of Force in theory does 2 damage, which if they hit our paperclip into the bin, it actually kind of helps us. They might be on Warrior trackers. Like if they have riot suppression, it means 2 things: Fairchild 3.0, which we know that they're on, and also maybe upgrades. But like largely we're set up to win off of this cache, or off of these index things, excuse me. We just need to get our paperclip on the table. Oh, this is new? Wild. Oh, that's really good. That's really, really, really good. So they can score an agenda. Hopefully we win next turn. We can draw once more. And then next turn we'll go off. Yeah, we're going to index next turn. Because hopefully they score like some shitty Vitruvius or something here. Oh, that's even worse for them. So, the question is... Oh, they have an extra click. Okay, that's a bit worse for us. So do we get the imp out or the cache? Kind of like the imp. But imp and indexing don't really make that much sense together. We don't actually need to do anything because we're just going to pawn this. We could pawn our Black Orchestra. Yeah, I think we'll do that. So we have a chance of drawing during this run. But drawing this during this run might be wrong. This also could be the executive boot camp that we should have been playing around. Fuck. This is the sort of thing you want to cyber cipher. No matter what we install it though, because we draw a card. Yeah, you see, this gives you the credit back. We'll go from 17 to 18. So this costs 9 to get through. We always just start trashing some of our installed cards. It's kind of the thing we do anyways. Good luck, man, with the game. It's bedtime for this old man. Hey, thanks, Cody, for dropping by. Enjoy your sleep. I don't sleep enough. Sleep's good. We'll just trash this. It's the same as 3 credits, actually. That's kind of dumb. Nice. All right. GG, I'm sure. Oh, they're on kill switch. Super cool. They're really hurting us, trying to hurt us. Gatekeeper also would have been kind of bad. We probably wanted to get down this cyber cipher. Okay. They still might have a shuffle effect. This could be all like one big old bluff. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get through this. 2, 3. No, they don't live. Not. All right, we pulled it off. That one turn we ran HQ got like 4 points though. Hey, good game. Click through? Yeah, I don't want to click through though, because then we can't return. If we have Beth up, we could, but like I'll pay for it. Because then we can close the game off. And you can always, you know, you can trash. You only have to break 1 subroutine on this if you're running through it to the win. Shouldn't have rezzed Victor over there. What was in the remote? Ooh, I'm out of whiskey. We're gonna drink water. If you don't res the ice, do you continue to access? We can check out. Wow, they had a snare in that remote. More Beth? Beth is okay too. Beth is not amazing. 1 Diesel. I don't know what we take out for Diesel though, but like a Diesel would be fine. But we set up fine. Like now every turn we run and we draw. Like still at the end of the day, this server costs us 5 credits, but we draw a card in 3 every time that we start it. Like that's pretty good. Yeah, I imagine. Imagine. It's 11:30. Oh, I don't know if we have another time for an Exile game, so I think we're gonna just like play a quick some Wayland stuff maybe. It's been a while since we played Wayland. Wayland's fun, right? Drawing the hardware for pawn is rough. It is really rough. You're right, and that's the thing though, where you start like slamming scavenges and stuff and clone shipping preemptively. But like I like the plays where like self-modifying code into Sahasrara is a lot of times the right play, which is pretty wild. In all these games though, we've been drawing all our breakers really well. Something agenda related while you report, I can keep you at. Ignite. Andre, are you hyped that for the League of Legends World Championship? No, I'm not. I haven't been watching it. Is Cloud9 still in it? And when is it? I haven't watched like esports LOL in a long time. I have like a Cloud9 jersey though from like years ago when like Meteos was on it. Sneaky, I think, still plays. Oh, I saw one. C9's in the semis for Worlds? Against what? Korea, I take it? Or China? It's never Europe or North America. Cheers, eh? All Korean teams have been eliminated. Whoa, 2 EU, 1 NEU, 1 China. When is it? I'm going to watch the shit out of that. You have missed so much. Fuck. I don't even know who's on the roster. Any plans for fast Exile against Sportsmetal? Yeah, we can do it. Yeah, you want to host Romas? I can do it if you host. C9 knocked out the last Korean team, Afrika Freaks, or however they spell it. Whoa. That's dope. I haven't been following much. I think the most I saw was like Sneaky's cosplays. Cosplaying the shit out of it. Oh my god, Sneaky's cosplays are insane. They're so good. C9 swept Korea. Yo, Warrior, how's it going? Yeah, I'm just finding out. That's wild. Okay. When's the law finals? Also, where is it? 4 a.m.? That's not good. Best game to watch, by the way, is KT versus IG. I'm not even on, like, I know the champions, but I haven't kept up to date on the meta. My league account actually got hacked a while ago. I had to, like, ask for it back. Semis are this weekend. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. Is it, like, in a real bad time zone? Sorry, Romas, I just missed it. I'll grab it this time. Fuck. No, shit. Got it. I think it's in Korea. Okay. Well, that's not the best time zone for North America, is it? All matches are like 4 or 5 a.m. They replay them though, right? Like, yeah, they must replay them. Yeah, I'll watch the VODs and just not get onto the subreddit. Yeah, well, this is fine. We never kept an Aesops. We'll keep an Aesops. We'll keep 2 Aesops. Man, that's cool. That's really cool. Is the meta good? I know in League they had problems about the bot lane, how they're all running like no one was running ADCs like a couple months ago, and people were upset about that. Oh, fuck me. Yo, can we put pre-ship back in the deck, please? Indexing is also kind of really bad against Sportsmetal because they can draw through it. I'm imagining this is a combo with a bunch of one-pointers. Whippersnappers in your League of Legends and your Fortnites and your Nintendos. I'm playing Call of Duty Black Ops, mind you, so like the older, edgier crowd. It's pretty cool. I made my emblem in Call of Duty to be the Magnum Opus. I spent a lot of time on it, used all 64 layers. It is tight. I literally haven't pinned LOL for like 6 years, but I heard the meta's decent spot for Worlds. That's super cool. Sorry, we said gotta go fast and we didn't. I want to play this, then we're drawing once. We should, oh, that's actually a really good card. One of these is an agenda. Shit, so they're definitely on combo. This means that they're on full combo, which means like score 7 in a turn. We don't have any way to deal with that. I don't think we can get enough quality accesses soon enough to win. This is going to help a fair bit. But this is like a Rela Salvatore with, what's it called? Calibration testing. Like it can score 7 points in one turn. And we have no real good way to stop it. I guess we could imp some stuff. I feel like imping some stuff is probably how we win. They're probably also on a really limited ice suite, looking like Gatekeeper, Architect, and then Vanilla. But let's play aggro. Research Grant. We could trash it. But yeah, this is definitely 7-point combo if they're playing Research Grant. Oh yeah, Red Dead's coming out tonight. I don't have a next gen console besides Switch, so it's not for me. Looks good though. Been in my 20s, been playing Blackout a lot too. Are you playing on PC? There's the Cali testing. I'm actually gonna pay 2 to trash this one. Because we have 3 credits in the bank. But yeah, this is 3-point combo. Or 7-point combo. We'll steal that. Any advice on playing run-based decks versus HSN? I feel like if I use a Dirty Laundry early, it can really set me behind. So it's actually really good in some cases. Sorcery, it depends what you're playing against. But like against CTM, controlling the message, Dirty Laundrying a remote turn 1 is one of the best plays on your first click because it means that you don't have 5 credits, so you don't hit him on bad Virtual Tour. That's like a really standard high-level play. We didn't use Imp, though, which sucks. Otherwise, though, you just want to make sure you have enough credits to remove the tags, respecting economic warfare. So if you're playing run-based, either have access to misdirection or put enough pressure on them that maybe you can get enough accesses. It's hard. You need to keep your money up, though. Realize that Shaper Opus doesn't actually generate credits faster than having a steady day job. No, it doesn't. Okay. Wow, okay, maybe we have a chance here. Shared a PS4 account with my brother. It's a good way to do it. So the thing that we have to imp is we have to figure out, we have to imp the archive memories and we have to imp the copies of Arella. We have to imp the copies of Game Changer. Right? Because like maybe they can just combo out now. I think we don't actually want the ones on the board. The ones on the board are harder for them to steal. Like that's a good trash. Running last click seems bad. They also might be on Cyberdeck's Fire Suite, which would be obnoxious. I love the flavor text on Magnum Opus. That was actually one of the first flavor texts I read in the game. I was like, whoa, this has a really cool world. Talking about like a rainy Wednesday or rainy Thursday or something. On like the card that should be like the best card in any card game ever. $4 points, I think. Yeah, they can almost combo out. The only card on the table that we'd want to suss out is where the other research grants are, because if they have multiple on the table, it's like a fast advancing a 3/3. Uh-oh. And here we go. So it is a big jug. You gotta stay hydrated. Hydration and confidence are the most important things. Probably keeping good health too. I don't know. Features now. So this adds a card from HQ, which they can immediately install with team sponsorship, and this lets them do wild combos. And they're putting an unseen card on R&D. What is that? I don't know what upgrades would be on R&D. I think it's a Cyberdeck's Fire Suite. There's no other upgrades in this deck, are there? Which they could res now. Oh, we want to... I think we actually pay 5 for that. Oh, no. Stop it. Could be a Rella, but that doesn't make a lot of sense. Nah. Pay 3. We want to trash this too, though, so maybe trashing the Rella was wrong. We could imp the Rella and then trash this for 4. There we go. That's what you need to trash. Yeah, DEFCON trashed at TS. Yeah, totally. I think we're actually doing okay. We still need a fair bit of accesses, though. That's the median. Oh, Cronus. Oh, that's fine. I think we can draw once. We're just gonna try and run out of there. I think we can run here now. I honestly don't know what that is. Assembly lines. That doesn't seem like it matters. I want daily cast money. If they install that, we draw 2 cards, so like whatever. How does Iceless team spawns win with the moon though? You're too broke to play Game Changer. A lot of times you're not, because calibration testing you res for free with Breaker Bay Grid and stuff like that. So you can actually do a lot of your stuff for free, and you get 2 every time you score agendas. I think the full combo is actually free. Yeah, that's a pretty reasonable Chronos. That's an archive. That's actually really bad. They only have to fast events at 4 points, which is not that difficult. Run R&D to see if it's a Crisium. Indexing though, indexing against sports is pretty tricky. You have to like play a Yomi. I just don't know what that is. I'm assuming it's a Cyberdex, but I assume they might have considered resing it. That's assembly lines. I don't know what that is. Yeah, we'll find out what this is. Could be a Crisium. I just don't know if this deck is really weak to indexing. Oh, Jadorno. Cool. So we're never going to access that server. Just going to go ahead and have the run. It's unique though, which is pretty good for us. So this actually you want to trash now, because if you don't trash it, they have a chance of installing a Rashida Yahim before their turn starts. That's really bad for you. Got the Gia. They drew too, so HQ seems good. And fast break. Oh fuck, we're gonna lose to that fast break. That fast break's really bad. Did they mean to res that? Yeah, they mean to res that just so they get the 2 credits. There's no reason not to res that, right? They can't use the second ability, but it's like gaining 2. I think we'll technically throw this out. But that fast break is terrible. We need to imp that fast break real bad. Yeah, there you go. So that's really bad for us. They actually might be able to win this turn. Getting a shipment from is good, but I think they have 2 or 3 of them in their deck. Yeah, they're separate. So that's the Breaker Bay Grid server that they can res their calibration testings for free and start cycling through with Arella Salvatore and team sponsorships. So now having money is actually really important. But like, this is a really big thing about Netrunner is like, you don't want to play your deck. You want to play against your opponent's deck. Like, we could have installed our Doug Deer and installed all this other bullshit, which would make us lose the game really fast. And it's really important to be able to figure out how to play against the matchup. Because if you just try and do your thing in a closed-minded way in Netrunner, it's not going to work out a lot of times. And then you can get frustrated, be like, hey, why did I lose to hard-hitting news? It's because like you didn't play the matchup, you played your deck. It mainly gets frustrating when your deck has like a really bad win rate against a certain matchup and there's nothing you can do about it, which was the worst thing in Netrunner at older times than now. I'm looking at you, turn 1 Sensi Actors Union. Damn, what a bad draw. Thank you. I need that. That's important for me. It takes 2 credits to res sponsorship, 3 to advance the first agenda, 1 per Kali you install, and 1 per Miramar if they can't afford all of that with Game Changer. There's a chance stock buyback is a terminal. I don't think they're playing that. So 2 to res sponsorships, 3 to advance the first agenda. They can get the first agenda for free though if they break or bay grid and res all their Kali testings. But you're right, I think we trashed 1 or 2. 1. Yeah, so you do need some money. And they don't run a lot of money. I get CI7 flashbacks thinking about the Sportsmetal deck. Yeah, and I've never seen this work really consistently in tournaments. I know it was really performing well in Germany. I saw on Trace 5. But never in our region did they make it. By the way, Vincent is from Montreal. You've just been doxxed, my dude. Fuck. So they're doing it. So Game Changer buys them a lot of clicks so they can score this one out. This is going to give them 5 more credits. Remember you play this by just advancing the first agenda and getting the Kalis from archives. Yeah. So now they can install... they can draw, then fire assembly lines and fire... this also could be an Arella, which they might not be able to afford. But one of these is out of the game. And they're on 4 points, which is a lot of points. Dang, dude, you doxing me. I was gonna make some shitty swatting jokes. Glad people don't do that no more. Alright, card in server 9. This on the table. We gotta deal with all of them. I don't know actually this deck deals with the Rashida. Arella Salvatore is 5. Wow. Okay, this is difficult. Ask action. Okay. Interesting. So we can also like threaten a clot by just putting SMC on the table, which isn't a terrible play. We can also consider pawning this, which would give us almost the same amount of money, but more now. It's important. We need to trash the bigger bait grid. That's more important than trashing the other thing. We can also just pawn this to play the gamble, so they can pawn this, gamble, run. Yeah, I like that. We can run this twice and run R&D. We probably need to trash this though, just because of Rashida. So we'll trash the BBG for sure, because now they actually need money for shit. Sleepers. Ah, fuck. It's not good. So now we need to trash this. Just so they can't sneak out like a sponsorship or something. They just don't have enough money. Gia. Oh, wrong game. Credit, SG, and run. Yeah, I'd rather just pawn something. Like, we're going to lose some card draw here, but like we're one turn away from losing and or winning. So I don't think the Astrolabe is going to matter that much. Like, there's not a lot of cards that we could possibly draw into at that point. Like, even getting the Imp isn't that great, considering we have, like, we're going to have an extra 5 credits next turn. Oh, they're going for it. Fuck. Fast break. They have 8 credits, 1 click left. So they need a fast break into their last copy of Game Changer. And I think if they have that, they might have it. Second attempt. Oh, excuse me, hit the mic. Round 2. Fight. Alright. Only needs a fast advance 3, which is not a lot. I don't think this deck might be running Vitruvius. It looks like it might not be. There's even some weird combos where they can end up scoring our domestic sleepers and still having 3 clicks left. My only regret is not threatening the clot with the self-modifying code, but Romas was watching on YouTube. They still need way more money. I don't think you need that much money to score 3 points out, considering there's still 2 sleepers, or not sleepers, hyperloops in the deck. And every time they score an agenda, they get 2 credits. It's a fair bit of credits. I also don't know if they run shipment from Kaguya or Kayuga. I don't think so. It technically saves a credit sometimes. Value. What should I score? I don't know this deck. I have an idea what it does. What's the chance they get to 6 points? And then we can close the game out. Just run HQ 4 times. Okay. How's everyone's evening going? It's going to be a tense minute. They have 1 click left, so largely the only play here is Game Changer. Biotic is not enough. Game Changer, mind you, would give them a lot of clicks. 6 clicks. Could have 7 clicks. Getting money short on that. Yeah, it looks like it. Romas, by the way, built. It was the original person who built. They work with Julien. It's actually a really funny story. So Romas built this. We played it a while ago on the channel. Romas is from Latvia, if I'm not mistaken. But built that deck that was running Liberty Cella that didn't want to like do any really honest agendaing. And then my friend from Imeta, Julien, saw Romas playing it online and he tuned it and showed it to me and I played it on the channel. And no joke, day 1 during the pairings, before World starts, they sit you down at a table just in front of a random opponent. So that you can make sure that everyone's there and they'd count and they'd tell you like the basic rundown of how the day works. And Julien sat across from Romas. And then they're like, oh, hey, cool. And it's like, I'm Romas. And Julian's like, what? Oh my God. And that's pretty wild considering literally how far apart in the world these 2 dudes are. It's pretty dope. All right, Game Changer shipment from Mirrormorph. Gonna install 3 cards, cost a credit. Up to 3 cards, mind you. Only 1 credit left. Advanced assembly line is going to give 2. 6 clips left on 3 credits. I think they can do it. I think they really can score it out. If I'm not mistaken, also, Liga is from Latvia. I might be mistaken. Okay, that's a research grant. If they have another on the table, they can score it. They're going to gain 2 credits. They have another on the table. Fuck! They're at 6. They have 4 credits. That's GG. They got it. They have it. Money's not an issue, considering they can spend 3 credits to score 2, which is not much of a different than a Vitruvius, but let's say for easy game, dude. A GG Nori. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, I had a fair bit extra. I guess some of that fired on the last one. Oh, because they fired the... Yeah, that's a cool thing, is if you score a Bifrost Array, you can score the win, score the building the Hyperloop, so you can actually make some money. Hey, cheers. Yeah, I have no idea how you score that out. But the Bifrost Hyperloop is super cool. The other option is to like Bifrost and fire Futures Now, so you can pull your like your combo pieces, so you can like pull your next copy of that to cycle it through your team sponsorship or El Salvatore stuff. Damn, almost had it. We legitimately almost had it. If we wanted to ignore the server and just like slam HQ, there's a chance that we could win it due to just like randomly getting another agenda, but we got to 6 points. Technically, you can score 7 points from just 1 Futures Now. Yep. Yeah, I see it, right? Like, you Futures Now to pull a Futures Now to pull a Futures Now to pull a Bifrost Array, which fires a Futures Now, which pulls a Bifrost Array to fire a Future Now, which pulls a Bifrost Array, which pulls whatever last agenda. Yeah. It's pretty wild. Now, that's obviously 1 in a million chance, but, like, I've seen games about this where the same thing happens. This game was a bit more scrappy, but I remember from German Nationals, somebody's like trashing everything, stim hacking, bad pub, max, just like ruining their whole board state. They were up like 5-1, and then they just score at 7. It's like CI7. Might have been better to repeatedly imp agendas. That's actually interesting. I think we needed to imp like Arella and stuff that we needed to imp. If we saw cards like this, I think I'd be more interested in imping a Hyperloop. Luckily, we never stole one, so that's not that bad. But yeah, imping them wouldn't have been the worst. That being said, though, I'd much rather use our imp tokens on, like, if we imped another Game Changer, if we imped another copy of Fast Break, we would have been okay. And that's the wild thing about these cards that make them, like, absolutely absurd just to, like, how black level clearance still is even if you archive memories for these cards, they're still really good. Seems alright. I don't think I needed to access R&D to win, though. You'd been better putting it on HQ, though. Easy way to beat these decks is to score 4 points in 1 turn. Yeah, that's totally true, though. But the other easy way is just to do this. Like, I'm interested if you can ignore them. If you ignore them, I still think they combo out really easily. Beans. Yeah, I had the index in hand to close it, so I hopefully could blow through the Giordano. Actually, no, you can't, because then I can trash it. Yeah, fair. Yeah, if we index through this, we can't trash this, so we'd have to be able to Giordano through this twice, which is like, I don't know, 28 credits. Seems bad. Seems rough. It's 11:54 just in time, huh? That was a fast game. Oh, how did I do that? That's all for this evening. Thanks so much to all the people we played games against, all the people in chat. Saw a lot of new names. People are still showing up, being like, "Yo, what's going on?" I gotta sort this thing out, but it's kind of cool. I guess I'll tease it now. I gotta figure out how to do this, whether we're gonna do a raffle or some sort of contest or something. But I have a good friend from university who has a lot of old Netrunner cards and is willing to get rid of them on the basis that just whoever wants them has to pay shipping. It's not everything. It's like everything up to like maybe the Sand cycle. So a lot of the stuff is rotated. It's like old core sets, but it's definitely still cool. We'll figure out in the near future what to do about that, because it's probably a lot of people care about that sort of stuff. So we probably want to do it democratically to some extent. So we're going to probably do a raffle. You just have to pay for shipping. That's the promise. I want to share them as one of the. By the way, the pop-ups from Liga, I guess I found them. Oh, no way. It's super dope. Montreal has lastly been huge Liga fans. Might be the whole world though. So yeah, we'll figure out how to do with that, but that's cool because it's hard to find Netrunner cards now. That's largely it. Thanks so much. Enjoy the League of Legends finals. I'm really actually excited to see that now that I understand what's going on. Check on FFB LCG Riga. Okay. Cool. That's all for tonight. Take care of yourselves. Be back same time next week. We're going to do a Halloween stream next week on technically like All Saints Day, but I think we're going to put the lightning back on and build some Professor, build something wild. Cheers. Have a good night.